We don't win. We not rejoice. We not rejoice. We don't win. We not rejoice. We not rejoice. We not rejoice. We don't win. We don't win. We don't win. We not rejoice. We don't win. We don't win. We not rejoice. Some people, we don't want to hear news. We don't want to hear news. We don't win. Oh. When I don't ever see me enjoy so. Amber. You must share them. Fellow Amazonians, it don't happen. La Republic is in turmoil. Everything for La Republic don't finish. We don't win bigly and fatly. See, I want to take my time today. When I see me, I've been a born again man. I know they do propaganda. I know this lie. I don't know what I don't do before. I don't know what I don't like before. When I see me, as I change, I give my life to God. I be fresh man. PM everything, contract, business, everything they win. Everything they win. I put my life for we. When we fight, we win. As I embrace truth, that's why I see my life to be clean. I be clean boy. When I not see, now, fine boy like me never tell lie. You understand? La Republic don't finish. Look, God don't answer with prayer. Some when I know they understand. This thing is even more than spiritual. This struggle, sometimes we think say, now only this automobile, sticks and granite. Spirituality, child. You cannot imagine that La Republic is finished, but we don't even know. Atanga Jipor is finished. Isa Chiroma is finished. They don't catch Alain Mibengo. We don't even understand why they be catch him. When they be catch Alain Mibengo, some people not be understand. Do you understand? Have you ever seen Alain Mibengo? Let us go to Google and type Alain Mibengo. I want to break with the news today. When I go hear wonders, when I share them, when I share. Oh, Papa, go where the heaven, your name must be holy. Make your commander come for we. How we want to make a day for heaven, the same way we want to make a day for this earth. Papa, thank you, Jesus. Amazonia, you don't win. Say you no say you don't win. I want to take this sincerity. I pray for God, say, give me wisdom, will be divine. Because say, where I talk so, thing where I the talk, no be me, except I the talk. Now the divine wisdom where I allow my mouth to be controlled. I allow myself to be controlled. So I should not derail the people. Anytime where I want to come live, I pray. My prayer always is God. creator of heaven and earth, or whatever made the universe, control my mouth. Even when I want to make joke, may I not make joke where I make a person go vex, apart from La Republic. Even when I want to talk something where I go make person no vex, make I talk something where it go make sense. Even thing where even my own picking, our own picking go here say we don't talk for struggle for win. They go not say we talk sense. So as I go to talk, you go see me so. No judge me based on how you see me. Judge just take my message, not the messenger. When I not look me, when I just when I open when I hear the ear na which way I go talk. So me too, I do so swear say I no go one derail una. I go tell una which way I don't get from my desk as it is. Not only has La Republic Council GCE for almost 150 schools due to fraudulent activities. Not only has La Republic Council GCE result for more than 150 schools due to fraudulent activities. That one said no be wait I want to talk today. No be only has the Ghanaian man wey come kill woman, Ghanaian pastor, that Ghanaian pastor wey kill woman for America. Not only has America arrested him, not only has America arrested him, but also as I come talk for una, no be the issue that. The issue I want to talk no be say Orlando Police Department don't arrest this guy. This guy where he name na Sylvester Afori, where he be 35 years old, where he come kill woman, where they 27-year-old. So police for Orlando Police Department, when at Florida, he said they don't arrest him. They don't arrest him. First degree murder with a firearm. City of Orlando, when at Florida, for America. They don't arrest the pastor for Ghana where they America where come kill woman. So they arrest them. Not be the thing we want to talk today. Cameroon don't finish. They want na foreign news where they bring them say mona see. Not be only for Ghana where J. Rawlings where been a former president for Ghana. He don't go talk for Mali. He see the Mali military people. He talk for them, advise them how they go feed the waka for make sure say they don't cause problem. So J. Rawlings don't go for there for Mali, go advise them. Because you know the J. Rawlings when an ex-president for Ghana, he too a been a general, army general. They one said no be the news we want break today, Cameroon don't finish. They want a foreign news. No be only our own international news where we own brother we name na Taphon. No be only that one where one break una Taphon where he become go fight a box or a win. Francophone and Sadi as he come carry amber flag, Francophone and people where they know like they will struggle, no will win. They start the love you say he no get belt. Today God he don't wipe fly for the animal where no get tail. Natafon today he don't sign deal with the UFC. UFC na the powerful world boxing platform where na only heroes there. He don't sign contract already signed. No be say the talk. Na Amazonia news this. No be say the news we want talk today. Taphon he don't be Taphon. Njokui he don't sign contract, big contract for UFC. A big contract for UFC. Taphon don't sign big contract for UFC, but nobody said the news we want to talk. The one now we own international and foreign news. UFC people we don't know what to be UFC. Sometimes I go feel helebuna for know what to be UFC because some people you need for chew everything may they come see because some people don't know. You need for chew everything, find woman, find everything. When you give woman for person, they go say me you give bed. Some people na so then they. So if we come type for Google, we come put say UFC because some people no go know if we no type am. Wait till where Amber don't be FC. I want people for see UFC. Ultimate fighting champion. I want me will see what way it be UFC because if we no put them. Some people self they no go understand. Now UFC that when I go feel work on the screen, when I go see say Amber person, he don't sign for big contract for UFC. When I see him, now UFC this, when I don't see him, Big Amber don't sign contract for UFC. See result 270 million result. When you just type UFC, you see about 270 million result. That means UFC nothing where it is for all side. So any person, if he type UFC now, he come see It go fee for all these UFC champion where they defy, Amber, it don't sign. And that Amber, we don't sign for UFC, not Tafon. Where Tafon, now our own brother, where he don't fight a win last time. And after he don't win, now he he carry Amber flag. He say, it is for the people. For his Amazonian people. God a hear your prayer. God a bless him. As God bless him now, he don't sign big contract for UFC. Imagine Amber flag for UFC. Someone will not even on. Imagine what to be UFC. But that is not the point today. That is not the point today, my people. That is not even the point. The point now say La Republic don't collapse. The point for today, Tori, now say we don't win. Someone will not. I don't know how I go make up known and know the news. It will not know how my body feel. In fact, orgasm don't hold me. I don't ejaculate for independence now. We will not understand. Atanga the police finish. Cameroon people won't catch them now. Put them for inside Gata. Hi. See, orgasm. I got start news now for Musai. Cameroon military don't turn against Cameroon government. They don't start chapter 1. When one military man go make one video last time, we don't go run for Nigeria. People start to say, that one Amber person, they make noise. They say that some kind person where they don't catch and pay it do. Another Cameroon military don't break. In fact, Cameroon military don't talk, say make Cameroon and then go on the street. Say the military to the Yabat. Say the military to the Yabat. In fact, it says Sanevapa. When I hear the word Sanevapa, I remember Dr. Choayaba. Dr. Choayaba be say, when Cameroon go say Sanevapa, Dr. Choayaba, they saw this man a mysterious man. I swear to God. This one a leader. The man be Dr. Choayaba be say when Cameroon go start talk say Sanevapa. Amber, you are afraid. Military man for Cameroon don't cry say then go there now only with civilian. And civilian have the right to march and say make they come in million. Now military talk. Military say even if Cameroon won't catch people put for prison, they no go fit catch 25 million. Now military don't talk, but nobody said the thing where I want to talk today. Nobody here I want to talk. Attack and Depot is exposed. And I will translate with Una from 1 second to another. Attack and Depot, Alain Mibengo, Isa Chiruma, hey, fire day for La Republic. They don't first catch Alain Mibengo. They don't expose how Isa Chiruma and Attack and Depot where they don't catch them put for Konungi. For crimes that were linked to what? Terrorism. Against what? The state. Attack and Depot and Isa Chiruma don't come from back. They achieve their goal. Their fight with Port Bia, they don't achieve their goal for separate Cameroon. Not only for separate Cameroon, I made Francophone region to so far. Even the mineral where they go take for Anglophone region, now it don't go. Attack and Depot don't see for destroy Cameroon. Now a Francophone, the now ministers talking, delegate talking. This is the biggest news we will not understand. But no be even ye where one talk. Wait till we America don't talk. Yeah, mate. If I break this news for America, we go. Wait till we go talk. Hi, I no go break America. Wait till we America talk. Wait till where the UK government talk. When I go for UK.gov government website, go read. I no go talk. When I go for state.gov for US, go read. I no go talk that one. Now big news where I mean, I no clean for talk. Now news where I go live and make war council leaders for Amazonia. Wait till where America talk. It is for you US state.gov. For state.gov. UK don't talk for UK.gov. Wait till where they talk for here. If I say a lie, thunder go free fire me. Amazonia. I go show you a small. But I no go talk everything because strategic. Cameroon has been flattered. It's finished. It is finished. The military is rising up. I don't tell Amazonia people today what we come to one do. When I watch them, when I fool, when I arm so. Before one starts, when I don't fight, when I don't pray, God don't hear when I pray. God come like a thief in the night. God don't come like thief for night. We fight them. Not be thief way you need for fight. That thief way don't come now. They break our revolution, our heart, our house. Break our 21st, our 22nd September. Now God don't come like thief for night. But unfortunately, as normal human being, People don't use we so much where we the now, we the confused now. Anything where we see where he want touch we the confused. God has turned the enemy against itself on our favor. We don't pray say may God send plagues for La Republic. God don't say now. Sometimes we don't forget. Hi, mommy, when I share up, this my skin fine, so my skin fine don't pass. This news way touch na atanga jipo. Ha! This news way touch atanga jipo. My skin don't weak up. And then the military for Cameroon, they call them so they then talk Mali. They say me they see what way the Mali people don't do. Hi, my skin no. Orgasm, please leave me. May I talk about people? Orgasm, orgasm. Can you leave me? Orgasm. Hey, yeah, yayure, yayure. Oh, yayure. Orgasm. 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 I beg people, make a cool orgasm small, please. Make a cool orgasm, okay? I want to now orgasm. Excuse. Hi, orgasm. I know for that now. Orgasm plenty. Hi. Hi. Eh? Achuba. When I hear. Eh?
À la Cameroun Postal Service. Qu'importe, Paul Atanganji, aujourd'hui, joue.
My people, them. When I sharpen on ears. When I sharpen on ears, make I begin to interpret for una now. When I sabi say, when God it won't come, God is that turn. Look, make I explain for una. For Amber, for inside Amber, then una go understand. I want to use Amber example to explain before I want to start to explain this. God, thank you. When me, I be fail my GCE advanced level because I be get picking. You understand? I tell you people, I get pressure. I wake up, I go for Douala for 1 year. I study advanced level. I break history. I break history for Douala. I had a hard time in Douala. I left and went to Yaoundé. Went to University of Yaoundé 1 and I had the hardest time again. I had to learn French. I learned French because in University of Yaoundé, if you don't know French, 90% of lecturers, professors on the French, they lecture they give lessons, lectures. So I had to learn French. And I'm telling my friend every time, I tell myself, why I have to learn this French? It's a bad language. Today, I see the importance of that because now, which way it go on for the enemy come, at the hear, at the understand, at the interpret for my people. God say, before the people will be freed, I will send the servant to go to the enemy's camp and study the enemy so that when the people are going in the journey, the servant will be listening the language of the enemy and telling his people, and his people will not be drowned. Hallelujah. That I will send the people's voice to go to the enemy's area and study, so that when the people will be going to the promised land and the enemy is trying to derail the people, the servants will be able to hear the language of the enemy and interpret to his people. That is what God said. And my journey in Yaoundé was one of the worst journey. My journey in Douala was one of the worst journey in my life history. I regretted at one time why I had to go to Douala. I regretted when malaria was killing me. I regretted when I went to Yaoundé. All the things I saw, the discrimination, the violations against Anglophones. Moving in ministries and seeing all these people sitting there and cracking their egusi. I was disrespected. But God has prepared the way for the servant of the people, for the voice of the people, the mouth of the people. And today, behold, I thank you, God. I am able to understand French and tell my people. Let us be happy for this. Today, the French that I hate, now I can hear ça ne va pas. So, for me to explain to you all very well, when some people came in this revolution and put themselves as pastors and still Amazonian people, there were some activists that actually gave them protection. They said they were holy people, nice people. They fought against the reputable leaders like they fought against Jesus Christ and John the Baptist. You understand? John the Baptist was jailed for preaching the coming of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ finally came as a Messiah. They killed him. And so when some pastors stole money, some people that are thieves and bandits stole money using the people's image and the blood of the people. There were some reputable conventional journalists that are activists that use their heavy voice to stand and use all their professional knowledge they studied in their mass communication to brainwash the Amazonian people to see. And when God came to me and told me, you have to stand in between the good leadership and the bad leadership and create an atmosphere that is conducive for the people's aspiration to be delivered. I listened. And God said, you have to stand in the middle and turn the bad seed against itself. Whoever knew I would study politics? So I studied politics and I learned how to create political path. And when you create political path, you turn them to fight against themselves. There are some counties who already know what I did in political path, and not everything I can say during a revolution. A lot of things have happened behind the scene that I cannot even say it today. Because God will say, I have act, go and tell nobody. And God will say, sometime I've act, go and share your testimony. And Jesus will say, what happened in Simon's house? Please let no one know. And God will say, sometime go and share testimonies of what has happened. There is a time in the divine struggle where you have to shut your mouth, and there's a time in the divine struggle where you have to share testimonies and receive blessings in the name of God. And so you have the same activists who shielded the thieves pastors. We turned in political path. We turned the same activists to fight against what he created. That is the beginning of the God-ordained intelligence. That's why this struggle is ordained by God. I said, to everyone who stood and shielded the thieves when they were stealing people's money, because the people are gullible. And it is good that in revolution, people should be giving money to who or he or she who stand to say, give me, let me free you. People had the dexterity and the enthusiasm to give that money. Oh, praise the people. Oh, praise the people. Thank you, Lord. The people are wonderful. You gave. You did what you had to do. And those activists that we are standing there today, those ones with 700 teeth, even the ones in other California, so many of them that used to, that was their CH California. And they understand politics than the real leadership of the revolution. The reputable leadership do not know politics at all. They don't know. They don't, even if they say they know, they don't know. They went to swing states. And California is a swing state not only in terms of population. California is a swing state in terms of money. That's why those thieves took California as their base. But the non-politician, which are the reputable leadership like Dr. Cho, don't know politics. That's why when Dr. Cho Ayaba went to Canada, they know Canada was a base. A reputable base in terms of finances and money. That's why they fight in America to take over. They fight against UK, Germany to take over, because the problem was money. Have you ever seen them going to Norway? Because in Norway there's no money. Have you seen them going to Netherlands? Because there's no money. Have you seen them going to Finland? Because there's no money. Do you see them interested in Africa? They are interested only in Nigeria because Nigeria is one of the countries that has money. They are interested in South Africa because of money. Have you seen them going to Rwanda and Kigali? No, because there's no money for Amba people. And so the reputable leadership didn't know that. So I created a political path, turn the same baby activists to start fighting against what he created. And then I tell reputable leadership, concentrate. Bring your struggle manifesto, concentrate on your strategy and deliver. That's why the ADF is wherever you see today. Thanks to the vanguards, the Mandelas and the vanguards across the world. That was the shield. I brought a proton code and shielded the revolutionary leadership and said, don't worry, allow your protection, security, and defense to me. You will deliver. And they are delivering today. I turned all those people who were against shielding the thief. Some of them now are calling Paul Biya as Papa. Some of them now are full of shame. You can't see them again. They have just shut their mouths and they are going about their lives. Because they have seen it, the snake in broad daylight. And so many of them now are fighting against the cabal. And the ones that actually stood for Amber, because their family members have killed, they are in the middle. And some of them now are supporting with IGK. Couldn't find. The same thing has happened to La Republique today. And so if you see, when the baby journalist turned to fight against the thieves he created, I toned down the way I am talking against him. Hallelujah. Why? Because I have succeeded to turn him to work for me. Why should I fight somebody whom I have succeeded politically to turn him to work for me? Think. Use your brain. I have turned him to work for me. As a vanguard, as the founder of the Vanguard for Mandela across the world. I am the chairman of the VCF Inc. USA. I am the founder of Charity Lions worldwide. And many businesses that I will not say here for you to hear my businesses and go and begin to fight against it. The stockholder, one of the first cryptocurrency holder in Amazonia, the Amber Dangote, the richest young man in Amazonia. And I've been in America for 7 years, and this dude just came to America two years ago. I succeeded to turn him to fight against the thieves he created. Why you think I don't mention him anymore? He's working for me. He worked for me. He worked for me. I turned my enemies to work for me. I turned Dr. Cho Ayaba's enemies to work for us. I turned all the enemies of Dr. Cho Ayaba spiritually, financially, socially, culturally to work for Dr. Cho Ayaba. In Jesus' name, Vanguard, we turn all the enemies to work for us. Why should you go? If I am really with a brain, if I had a brain, and baby is fighting against the Ashawari he created, then even if he doesn't like me, why should I fight against him? When I have turned him to fight against what he created, he even went and called FBI to help him. You understand? Yawa don't gas. So for that reason, I had to tone down in fighting against baby. Because baby now works for me. Baby now, who was calling Dr. Cho Ayaba good and scammer, he now knows the real scammer now and he exposed the real scammer. Why should I fight him? He worked for me. He worked for us. Because of that, the ADF succeeded on the ground. Because of him turning now to tell Amazonian people that those people were really thieves, the ADF emerged. Dr. Cho Ayaba emerged. The Egofsi emerged. The Vanguards emerged. The Vanguard shattered the blue and white army that he was using to fight against the struggle. Attacked the Vanguard, the Mandelas. Vanguards and the Mandelas. And so he worked for us. You understand that? That's good. Hallelujah. We thank God. It's a lot of work spiritually behind the scene. And so we can't fight against it. Do you see me fighting against Don Pacho anymore? Don Pacho turned to work for me. He fight against the cabal they created. 732 billion, the same. All of them, they are fighting against the same cabal they created. And now Dr. Cho Ayaba emerged. And because of the reason that the ADF now has emerged, we now advise the AGOFC create a TV. And the AGOFC say, it's time to create a TV. Hallelujah. We have succeeded. Now I learn. Why am I telling you this and repeating it and repeating it? Because we have a strong point to make tonight. We are taking something home tonight. We are not only going to be jubilating, but I want us to understand why we need for jubilate today. Mommy and Papa them, brothers and sisters, fellow brethren, my fellow compatriots, fellow vanguard across the world, and all lovely and wonderful Mandelas all over the world, Canada to Middle East, from Qatar to Kuwait to Jordan to Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Oman, Muscat, Ajman, Atanguna plenty. All una for UK, Erica, Zara, all una. All for Germany. Those in Belgium, Canada. Chairman, thank you so much, Doctor. Those in America, Doctor, thank you so much, you're amazing. Chairlady, God bless you. Secretary, God bless you. Thank una plenty. SJ, I thank all una there across the world. Diamond, all una for Middle East, I thank una plenty. For Qatar, one thank una leader. Thank una, Chairlady, Chairman, una cafe day up all across the world. The new Mandelas in South Africa, Una cafe day off for South Africa. I want greet una. South Africa endorsed Mandela's. I want to thank una. Across Ghana and Nigeria. Una cafe day off. I want to thank you people. In Kigali, 3 Mandelas in Rwanda. I want to thank you people so much. You are all over the world. Something that started from nowhere. Thank to God. We give glory and thanks to God for this, because I will not do it. It's not me. It's not me, because who am I to create? Who am I? I only allow God to use me to make sure that the people's aspiration is achieved. I allow myself down. The only founder in Amazonia, the only founder who founded something and is not a chairman. Maurice Bohabet founded it and he's the chairman and the president. Sokadev, Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga founded it. He's the chairman and the president. Ashawarian Sako founded it. He's the chairman and the president. IG Seseko Ayok Tabi founded it. He's the chairman and the president. You're going to consortium. Bala founded it, the chairman and the president. CPDM, Paul Biya founded it, the chairman and the president. SDF, Nijon Fundi founded it, the chairman and the president. The vanguards are different. You must not fight for power. You can found it and give it to the people if you were fighting it for the people. You found it, you give it to the people, and then it goes viral because you give it to your people. And the people are bringing families and bringing their friends now because it is their organization, the Vanguard, the Mandelas and the Vanguard across the world. Una cafe day up. Tanguna plenty. You are on your own. I have told you, we are orphans. You are the leader yourself. You are the president yourself. All of you are all leaders, financial secretaries. You are all spookman. The spookman, even during the next coming reshufflement, I will not be a spookman. So one of you will take it. I will only remain just the founder, as I am cautioning you left and right. That's my job, just to caution you. Make sure that the vision is respected. That's it. I don't need a position. That is how you bring change. Everyone wants change, but who really can change himself? Everyone wants change, but who can really? Everyone wants change, but everyone wants to be power mongers. Everyone wants change, but everyone wants to be president. Everyone wants change, but everyone wants to be chairman. Then do you really want change? I tell you, Amazonian people, you are able to create. When I created my charity organization, I even made chairman in Ground Zero. The chairperson of my organization has always been in the grounds. I have never been the chairman of my organization in real terms, in reality. In reality, I was not. I'm just a founder. I love doing that. It's not today. In 2014, February 6, 2014, I founded my charity organization. I met somebody in Ground Zero, the chair for organization. I met other people, financial secretary and the rest. I just became a founder. That's it. And so people should learn to bring change. If they want change, give it to the people. And when you give it to the people, it means you yourself accept change. Everyone wants to be in power. And so because of that, you see groups are failing. Groups are failing. And people are failing. Because when people come with a good idea, the issue of power destroys it. Amazonian, be humble to your people. Be humble to the blood of our people. Give it to people whatever you create for them. Don't use the people to become something else. If the time comes and the people say you are good, then it's the people. And some of us don't even want that. Say, okay, you say that. Okay, but this person is better than me. Because behind me, I know there are doctors in Mandela's. Even if they stand today and say, who is the president of Amazonia? I will laugh at you people. If somebody say me, I will laugh at you because you see the Mandela's, the success of Mandela's. I said doctor, I don't say literature doctor. I say doctors of chemistry, doctors of physics, medical doctors are the people in Mandela's. And you think these people, I can even wipe their shoes? I cannot. Those are people who advise me, who tell me what to do. We think on myself I can do this? No, they are co-founders. I had only the vision. I had a dream, but there are people who made it happen with me. And so I want people to understand the issue of Mandela's. It's not about power. Mandela's have come to give it to the people. The people need to have it. We are going to end these fightings on the grounds. It's a duty for Amazonian people to sit and look themselves and end all this fighting on the grounds. Collaborate, create alliances within other forces that are not even in our own camps. We're going to create alliances. Let them fight and understand themselves. End all these fights on the grounds. These are our sons and daughters, and we know that the useless diaspora politics is the one that has caused confusions on the ground. We are aware of that. And any son of Amber that go down, whether he stand in the faction you are or me, it's Amazonia that's losing a citizen. Francophones are crying now because their soldiers are dying. They are now exposing Atanganjipo because of what has happened to Francophone soldiers. Don't you know think it's time for us to think, rethink, unlearn and relearn, unthink and rethink? That's what the vanguards are for. They are in their communities bringing peace all over Amazonia, calling their soldiers in their blocks and telling them, collaborate, talk to one another, stop fighting each other, concentrate in the one enemy. The enemy has infiltrated us a lot. We have exposed the infiltrators' leaders. That is the time for reawakening. And we are not going to stop. It's the beginning. It is just a beginning. We are not going to stop. We have never lost a battle. There's nothing we have done in this struggle we have lost. In fact, we underestimated ourselves as a vanguard. Look, before I continue, the theme of our Independence Day is responsibility to protect. Have you ever asked the theme of the Mandelas? The theme of the Mandelas is not under responsibility to protect. You cannot protect what you have not secured. That is what the Mandelas believe. So the Mandela theme is responsibility to secure. And when you secure, you have the responsibility to protect. And when you secure and protect, then for that to have a clear and sovereignty, you must have a responsibility to defend. So the motto to the Mandelas and the Vanguard is secure, protect, and defend. Because they have responsibility to secure, responsibility to protect, and responsibility to defend what has already been secured. Period. Do you understand? We understand this revolution till the end. We had a vision, the protection, the security, and the defense of our struggle till the final line. And even after independence, the responsibility to defend remains till everlasting. We are not idiots. God brought that vision. I didn't think. God brought it here. This head is not enough. I don't have a PhD. I don't have a master's degree. God brought this in my small brain. Today, when I look at it, I think, I don't know how I made it. I don't even know what I was thinking. But it's just because we have said this is a God-ordained revolution. And when you abandon yourself to this revolution in full, God uses it and wins. Fellow vanguards and Mandelas across the world, you who stood and depolarized the bad energies beside the leadership, Dr. Cho Ayaba and team, the ADF and Ekelebes, I want to thank you so much. And remember, without ADF on the ground, we will not know even ADF, Ekelebes. You understand? We are an Ekelebes because of ADF. Without ADF, Ekelebes could have been like Morris or like anything, Skakurska Park, Governing Council, IG, whatever. It is the ADF on the ground that made us to understand these people are real. They are creating, they are collecting your little monies or your big monies, and they are putting on the grounds. And we are seeing their soldiers with the uniform, calling their name, calling Dr. Cho Ayaba. You see General Ivan Ba moving from one area to another, mobilizing communities, talking to our people, telling them peace will come against Cameroon, to La Republic to Cameroon. And some people went and killed them, and we are away. That's why what took us there. We are not friends with Dr. Cho. We don't know him. It's because we see reality. We decide to serve God honestly and raw as it is. And God now see us and use us now the way we are today. If you are a vanguard, if you are a Mandela, please give thanks to yourself. Give praise to Yahweh. The leadership of Mandelas is always open to all complaints. Come to, we take complaints and channel to our leader. Please, don't be afraid of the vanguard. The leadership, the membership is increasing every day, every day. And I want to thank the 18 people that are joining this week across. I want to thank you all. You are vetted, and you all prove that you are vanguard. You have your commitment every month. I want to thank the membership continue to open. The vanguards, the Mandelas, these are two different. Don't forget, they are vanguards and they are Mandelas. These people are like this. There are vanguards and they are Mandelas. And so if you are prepared to fight the Mandelas, the vanguards will come in. And if you are prepared to fight the vanguards, the Mandelas will come in. I have put something which no one can shatter. Not even me can shatter it. This is under the will of God. And I want to thank some key people like Queen Nagela Gilles. God bless you all. The Erica Zara. God bless you. There are some people, UEFA Noxen, a twins with the brain. God bless you. because they are co-founders. Some of them are behind the scene. I can't mention them here. Doctors, like I told you, reputable doctors working for reputable institutions and governments across the world. Some of them on the grounds, on ground zeros. I want to thank you. You all, you know, you are responsible people for the fact of security and family-related issue. I can't mention your name, but you know yourself. Pastors that are reputable. I want to thank you all. You all know. You hear some of them talking here when I come live. You hear that some of them talking. You don't even know who they are. If you know, some of them are bishop and priest. Some are bishop and priest calling here and talking, and you don't even know he's a priest. I want to thank you, reverend people that are very, very legit. God bless you all, clergymen. Thank you so much, reverend sisters, reverend fathers. Thank you all. You have done amazing. And the hospitals on the ground that listen when the vanguard speak and beg you all to treat the people that are wounded, so that after this we will take care of all the bills. We have bills which are going more than 100 millions in the hospitals. Vanguards are aware. In some of them, I took myself and signed it. I say, if Amazonia don't pay bills up to 100 million, I will pay. I will pay. What am I than good for? I will pay. And so I signed it. I shot in myself. I put my life for our people and signed in hospitals that if Amazonia don't pay the hospital bill after independence, I will pay. Do you know what that means, to give my life for that? Give my properties for that? Shot in my property and my life is for our people. And there will be a way. My organization will find a way to pay. If the Amazonian refuse to pay, my organization will find a way to pay. 100 million now counting. Bills are going up. I see it every month. They update me. I see it. So I want to thank those hospitals for their reputation. I will not, and security, I will not reveal who they are. So you people should know. That is the work of vanguards. That is the work of the founder of the vanguards. Some of you would have loved to hear me calling myself a chairman. Chairman, and so what? And so what? So I'm not in for that power mongering. I'm in for act, and act. And we are going to go far. We are not looking back. We are not looking back. Our institution, we have listened to us. We now have the ADF on the ground now. The TV comes. Because Dr. Cho Ayaba said, look, Vanguard, we wanted to show to our people we are capable of delivering. And when we have now the ADF on the ground, then we create a TV. I can't argue anymore with the leader. The leader was right. Now we have our soldiers on the ground. Now, ADF on the ground. Now we create a TV. That's what the leader said. And that was true. That's legit. But now we are going to the main thing. So I want people to understand who we are, so that when we go to the main thing, now you understand very well. Mandela's kuna kafede of Tanguna plenty, the Vanguard, God bless you all. We are going to translate this. So why we are playing this, that we have fought. God have listened to our prayers, turned La Republic against themselves. When the Northerners will be fighting for Marafa Amedu Yaya, the Polycarp Ababa, Cameroon will now start to take his military occupation from Amazonia to go to Ground North to go and stop what is going on there. When Douala and Yaoundé boils down tomorrow, and Cameroon sees that, oh, it is bad, oh, Paul Biya see that they are going to take him like they take the Malian, they will take all soldiers from Amazonia and say, look, we have lost Amazonia already. And now, if we want to lose the entire Cameroon, then we are going to be nobody. They are going to put us in prison, and they will release everyone in the prison. And in attempt trying to solve that, they will have to demilitarize Amazonia and take all those soldiers to go to La Republic. You will see it happening soon. In days, you will see trucks going back to Yaoundé. Hallelujah. And you are telling me that Kamto, even if Kamto has a deal with La Republic, you think it's against Amazonia, God is acting for us. Even if Kamto has a deal with Cameroon government, God has fooled him. God has used him on our favor. I call Amazonian people to open your hands, kneel down and pray and thank God. Thank Yahweh. Thank ye, the above, the Almighty, for listening to your prayers. The Lord come indeed like a thief in the night. God has come to us, and then we are still blind not to see. Remember, Judas Iscariot sold Jesus Christ, and after he cried because he did not know that Jesus actually was a Messiah, even though he was an apostle for Jesus Christ. Even though he was a disciple, he didn't even believe so much that Jesus was actually that big type of person. And so the time has come where God has come to us, and because we want to see something like a smoke coming, like thunder coming from the sky to say, here is me, Lord, I have spoken. What is going on in La Republic is me. That's what the human being want to see. But God has come like a thief in the night. Hallelujah. And so God is using Camto now, whether you want to say Camto is being manipulated and you are okay, I'm not fighting against you, you are right, but it's acting on our favor. Because once Cameroonese come out in millions and thousands on the street, Cameroon will see that, oh, listen, bad things is happening. We need to reinforce the military. And so we need to bring back those experienced military here to come and bring peace, because we have lost Amazonia. And if we try to lose Cameroon, then we are finished. So the BA government and the military and the ministers, we call the military to come back. Now that Cameroon is insulting Atanganji Paul, he knows he cannot run and hide in Amazonia. He knows that America has given warrant of arrest to him. Atanganji Paul knows that America has banned him from entering America. He has no way to run. Look, Minister of Employment now, Chiruma has no way to run and go. BS cabinet has no way to run and hide on earth apart from Cameroon. They will then bring all the military back to Cameroon. Those Amur vehicles will be going back. And what happened when Amur vehicles goes back? The real leaders of Amazonia are in the bushes. A president will emerge in ground zero. The flag will go down in ground zero. And that's what I care as a vanguard. As a vanguard, that's what I care. We'll have a transitional period of military rule in Amazonia, where now after that, we will now call for transition. We will now beg the United States to send peacekeeping forces so we can have a transition and let civilians now decide who will be the president. And those of you abroad who want to go and compete in ground zero, if on the ground zero we allow you to come and stand you and campaign, because for you to win election in Amazonia, you have to go on the ground too and campaign and show what you have been doing on the ground zero. Some of you have been fighting people going to ground zero. That's when you will understand water na water. That's why you have to watch out what you say, because that time you have to campaign now from one state to another. One of the states, some people will go and climb on the podium with a microphone to campaign like this. Oh, my people, them. Now bullet go take you up. Boom. Boom. Some people will go come on now, go where could and tie for campaign for grandstand. Now me say and say, Vanguard, take them out. Ah! Don't kill him now. You want can be president. After you don't kill him, the same method where we use for take La Republic out, we go still use the same cash up, paper, whatever we are using now. Send small groundnuts and stick. Take him up, idiot. That is the work of vanguards. We will clean even the land after. Don't worry. Vanguards are not look, the motto is secure, protect, and defend till everlasting. And vanguards will continue till always to secure, protect, and defend the land. We are not backing down. We have built our life like that. We are fighting for the blood that has been spilled. So we don't give up. We don't give up because blood doesn't talk. The dead people on the ground don't talk. They died. They don't talk. And so nothing is going to anger us to leave the revolution. But when you are fighting for those who are alive, and when you are fighting for those who are alive, they can say something that will make you anger, that will anger you. And when you are angered, then you will leave the revolution. That's why I told some of the people, oh, we founded ADF, oh, we founded AGOVC. I'm not there because of some members. I say, idiot, you have no brain. You have no brain. You went there because of members. Now Caterpillar go move with for AGOVC. Now Caterpillar go move with for ADF. Why? We are not going to ADF because of those who are alive or people who are still living alive. We went there because ADF is fighting to protect the blood and the ashes of Mami Api. Because ADF is fighting to protect the blood of Sam Sawyer, the blood of Akom Julos. All those in Gabu, those in Bui, those across Amazonia, they are dead people. They don't talk. So nothing discourages us. And so when you go to an institution, for those who are alive, like some people who were protecting thief leaders, now you are leaving the struggle because thief leaders have disappointed you. But if you went to there because of Mami Api, the Sam Sawyers, you would not even have allowed them to steal the money. You would not even have obstructed power, obstructed activism. But that is what the vanguards are outstanding. Because vanguards don't give a shit whatever a living person is saying. If it does not help to bring justice to the ashes of Mami Api, it is Nyanyampo, it is jazz. And the Vanguard don't care whether you are big, fat, huge, or small. The Vanguard don't give a shit. If you say anything and it doesn't help to bring justice for the blood and the ashes of our people, the properties that have been damaged, the Vanguard will say that is politics, diaspora politics. So the Vanguard don't give a shit who you are. You don't pay anybody's bill. You don't pay us. You don't pay anyone. We don't take salary from anyone, and we don't accept bribe. We, the Vanguards, are people who have managed in our various life to succeed in one way or the other, and we know that big success is coming tomorrow. And we don't give a shit who you are, whether you are huge touch, whether you are like Idi Amin Baba. We don't care. That's why we can say it as it is in media, and if you like, we say it. You have seen how we come and challenge our leadership. Honestly, we don't talk in the back. We don't beat behind our leadership. We talk in the media. And that's why our leadership is outstanding. That's why Dr. Chua Ayaba is delivering. Because he know the Vanguards. If 1 penny lost for money for tough, we go hear news. If $1 be lost for pin money, if 1 penny lost for pin money, as I tell you, so Ogini, Ubuntu, una don't hear. Because the Vanguard don't give a shit who you are. They don't care. Everyone is a volunteer. And so for now, if you never hear Vanguard talk about PIN, talk about any tough project, now because say it don't deliver 110% more than what we knew went in. It has delivered more than what we knew went in. That means that they have maximized and bought materials with even deals that are lesser than you could ever think. Where on earth will you see somebody even buying a big Mami water stick below $2,000? Where we have heard that people were taking 3,000 and 4,000 for one stick, and some people even took 4,000 and didn't even bring it in Batibo, in Boyo, Mogamo. We heard this when some people of their cartel were talking and prophesying. But then you only see in Egop where sometimes they even get stick below $2,000. This is unheard of. So which means that when you give and you expect that sticks become 5, you see 7 sticks coming. We've seen it. And if any kobo lost for that money, the Vanguard founder will come out and you people will know that we have the voice and we stand on the people's side. And so Amazonian people, we are with you. Look, that's why we stood with Dr. Chua Ayaba and shielded him for you to deliver. So ADF is what we care. ADF is what we care. That is gonna bring you freedom. You're gonna leave your refugee camps and go back home. You're gonna leave your exile and go back home. Everyone is gonna go back home. That's what we care. You're gonna leave the bushes. Our boys that are defending homeland in the bushes, our brothers, they deserve to be the president, the ministers, the parliamentarians, the senators. And we are not gonna allow any diaspora person to come and begin to tell these our wonderful heroes who are fighting, toiling, fighting in trenches, in bushes, and winning themselves and killing themselves, and the Republic is killing themselves because they want us to be free, and somebody will come from diaspora. That is why the vanguards are not interested in power. Because we know the real people who need power for Amber are in the bushes. When you want to have power, then you need to make sure that either you are providing for those on the grounds, or you are with them, or you are fighting there, or you are making sure they are all protected. So that when we arrive, even all of them will say, this was our boss. This was our this. We think you should be this. They are the one to talk. Because if they not talk, you know what happens when you climb on the podium to make a speech? They will tell you whether you like it or not. If you just go there and they don't endorse you, it is the bullet that will take you from the stick with the microphone. And some of us will provide the bullet. I not talk with water from mouth. Self-defense, self-determination. Now, Cameroon is finished. The same strategy used to cause to fight. Now we have caused Cameroonian to fighting against himself. We were also praying that Cameroonian people are very wicked, that they are killing us and they are not fighting, and they are not joining us to fight against Atang and Jipor. Today, Cameroonians joined to fight against Atang and Jipor, and some of us are instead joining Cameroonians to fight against Atang. Come on. Cameroonians joined to fight against Atang and Jipor, and some of us are instead fighting against those fighting Atang and Jipor. That means that we are taking the side of Atang and Jipor. Even if it is a plan for Cameroon to use Kamto against us, think with common sense on there. Even if na plan na God don't make them. Imagine say we want fight Kamto because we think say there's no proof, no empirical evidence. Now only country, so fufu mentality. We think say Kamto and Cameroon don't join them for fights against us. My people, we can sense where we come use for talk the one now. Even if now plan, yes, they don't put Kamto for before. Then they themselves use some fight. Normal people don't understand. The civilian don't know. The civilian are seeing that Cameroon is fighting against Kamto. The civilians are seeing that the military was instead that Cameroon CPDM wanted the military to fight against Kamto. And now, some people were saying that the military is now fighting against Kamto because it's a plan. Now that the military has turned out to stand with Kamto now, what lie are you going to use to justify your emotions? What lie are you going to use now to justify your emotion? Because you say the military is fighting Kamto because Cameroon government and Kamto had an arrangement. Now the military is not taking the side of Kamto now. What lie are you going to justify? That Kamto and the military are fighting against Atang and Jipo now. And then you want instead to fight against Kamto and the military. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Kamto is fighting against Atang and Jipo and you are instead fighting against Kamto. Then who are you? This is where if you are confused, don't act. Philosophy says, when you act, don't doubt. And when you doubt, don't act. I believe in it. I call Ambazonan people who don't understand the plague that God has sent to La Republic, the tribulation that God has sent to La Republic. Fold your arms and watch with popcorn. Fold your arms and watch. Cameroon is finished. Cameroon is finished. It is finished. It is over for Cameroon. It's finished. Do you understand? Cameroon is finished. God has sent the plague. Look, before the Israelites left Egypt, God sent how many plagues? The Israelites did not understand the first plague. They thought that was a natural phenomenon. Locusts came, they didn't understand. Thunderstorm came, they don't understand. Lightning came, they didn't understand. Flood everywhere, they didn't understand. Frogs everywhere, they thought was still natural phenomenon. God, the people of Amazonia, plagues are coming upon plagues to La Republic and you are not understanding. This is the fifth plague to Cameroon. I know the count now one. I say fifth. If you want me to name, I will name all of them. Alain Mebengo, where is Alain Mebengo? Where is Belinga Mbutu, who was controlling this thing when it started? Dismissing this and firing this. General Yengo Francis was fired from the Unity Palace from his position as the Supreme Command, the Chief of Staff in the presidency, HUD. And Belinga Mbutu, who is supposedly a colonel, was replaced. Where is Belinga Mbutu today? He died. How did he die? After killing Archbishop Jean-Marie Bala Benoit, he still died. After acting and signing in Fort Bia's name, he still died. Plagues are coming upon plagues to Cameroon. You cannot see. The worst plague is about to hit Cameroon. And I don't expect the people to see because the Egyptian did not see the plagues. In fact, a lot of plagues happened and Egyptian did not even see the plagues until Moses took his people and just walked out as the last plague. And very soon, Ambazonians are going to put their flag up and they'll come from the bushes and declare themselves governors and delegates of the country. We are gone. God is acting. Fold your arms. Philosophy say, if you doubt, don't act. And when acting, don't doubt. Me, I'm not doubting. God has come. God has heard our prayers. Magma, tsunami, hurricane is in La Republic today as we're talking. No be that one when they come lie you say, give me this money, may I bring hurricane. Prison break, the real prison break is coming back. Our people, they will free Ayok Seseku Tabi and cabinet members one time. Don't worry, I don't have time frame. I have not reflected about the time frame about that. But if I reflect and have a revelation, I will let you know. Our prisoners of war will come back home. Hallelujah. I'm telling you this. Our refugees will come back home. Those people internally displaced in the bushes will come out to their cities. We will rehabilitate our people and build our communities ourselves. Charity organizations like mine will now show the love they have for the people as the people comes out. I call all charity organizations across Amazonia to get ready. We will build the communities back. But the plagues are happening. And one of the first plagues that is happening is, let me translate for you. Today, Atangan report is finished. Exposed. Chapter 2. I want to show chapter 2 before I come back for chapter 1. Not be only one though. Ogini, Ogini. Hey, Ogasam, please leave me. Leave me. Ogasam, please leave me. Leave me, Ogasam. Leave me, please. Ogasam, please leave me. Before we show him, when I see this. Very well for you.
De la Commission nationale anticorruption pour un détournement d'une centaine de millions à la Cameroon Postal Service.
The Cameroon Anti-Corruption Committee has also found out that more than 100 millions in Cameroon Postal Service has gone embezzled by Atanganji Paul.
Qu'importe, Paul Atanganji aujourd'hui joue celui qui combat contre le terrorisme et qui défend le régime Biya. Et
that Paul Atanganji Paul, who claimed that he is fighting against terrorism, defining the Paul Biya's regime, is the one who's in charge of the more than 100 millions that has been kidnapped from Cameroon Postal Services.
Tant, c'est lui qui l'affaiblit et qui se retrouve dans tous les mauvais coups. C'est lors d'une émission diffusée le 9 mars 2020 sur ABC, Ambat TV, qu'un invité se présentant. C'est lors d'une émission diffusée le 9 mars 2020 sur ABC, Ambat TV, qu'un invité se présentant comme responsable du Conseil de sécurité de Ngoketunja dans le nord-ouest a revendiqué l'attentat.
That what happened in Ngoketunja, that this Atanganji Paul planned an act in Ngoketunja that exploded. And that act exploded, and listen to it, that the act that happened in Ngoketunja was planned by Atanganji Paul in order to indict Ambazonians that they are the one that did the act. That the act was done by Atanganji Paul to protect Paul Biya's regime.
À la bombe du 8 mars 2020 à la place.
And that was done. 8 Mars is 8th of March, Women's Day. The bomb that exploded in Ambazonia was done by Atanganji Paul, who planned it. And then, beside it was a father and a son that was trying to protect their shop. They came and arrested the father and the son, that they were the one that were the terrorists. It to cover up, and later on they found out, the Cameroon security discovered that the father and the son were just victims, that they didn't do the act, that the act was done by Atanganji Paul himself.
Fête de Bamenda lors de la Journée internationale de la femme.
That was done in Bamenda. After the one in Ngoketunja, then another one in Bamenda in the Women's Day, done by Atanganji Paul.
Et donc, comment est-ce qu'un responsable de la sécurité de Ngoketunja, qui est situé à la Mesam, peut venir revendiquer un attentat commis à Bamenda? Et de deux, la bombe était électronique avec un chrono, avec lequel on programme bien évidemment l'explosion à distance. Or, les sécessionnistes utilisent les explosifs de fabrication artisanale. Et de trois, le lieu était bien sécurisé par l'armée camerounaise.
That they discovered that Atanganji Paul used somebody from Ngoketunja to do this act, and Cameroonians are doubting how could this happen when Bamenda Commercial Avenue, where this event took place, the place is guarded every time by the Cameroon military. That the place is guarded every time by the Cameroon military. That how did they think this could happen, that the Ambas are the one who came and implemented that bomb exactly in that place? Please listen carefully, because the revelations are coming. He just wants to open your minds so that when he's talking now, the life of Atanganji Paul, you will understand. Listen.
Et comment un sécessionniste pouvait-il venir s'y risquer? Le but était donc de faire exposé plusieurs femmes qui devaient venir au défilé pour émouvoir enfin la communauté internationale et accuser les sécessionnistes.
So this was an act to put the image of Amazonian people in front of the international organs, in front of the countries abroad, to label Amazonians as actually terrorists, to give a dog a bad name in order to kill it. This translation I'm doing, I'm stressing, I'm not a francophone. I'm using all my might to tell you no one is paying. And so if you don't want the translation, or if you know better, brother, create a platform and translate. Fellow brothers and sisters, stay clear and listen as I'm listening, translating in my dialect, and then telling you the summary of what I've heard. So Atanganjipo planted the bomb in Bamenda so that when it explodes, then they would say it's Amba, and then they would call Amba terrorist. And then that will be the end for Amazonians. Listen again.
C'est le plan qui a été monté par Paul Atanganji. Heureusement, les femmes n'étaient pas nombreuses. Et
So the act was done by Paul Atanganji, but thank God that the women were not enough. Listen.
leur en a pris malheureusement au complot, eh bien, c'est plutôt Atanganji qui a échoué puisque c'est un militaire, 2 policiers et un civil qui ont été tués.
That finally it was Atanganji Paul who was a loser because it was 2 military people that were killed and a civilian. So we are 2 military people that were killed, but Atanganji Paul wanted actually to blow the hell, but out of the people of the Paul Biya's regime. When I hear, wait, if you don't know the life of Atanganji Paul, you will not understand this emotion very well. Atanganji Paul actually have war between him and the regime of Paul Biya for something that has happened in the past. The same thing with Issa Chiruma, the same thing with Alain Mibengo. But stay tuned. Just listen as it's coming. It's unfolding. This is something which it takes years for some people to understand. To prove a point, for the 100 million that he took from Cameroon Post has disappeared. Listen to this again.
Les 3 présumés terroristes arrêtés, annoncés par Paul Atanganji, ont été relâchés. Mais jamais il ne l'a prononcé aux médias. Il s'agissait d'un commerçant nigérian et de ses 2 enfants qui tentaient d'éteindre les flammes, qui voulaient embraser leur boutique. Ce n'étaient donc pas des terroristes. Autre coup de Paul Atanganji. Le 25 mai 2018, les habitants de Menka, Pinin, découvrent une trentaine de jeunes gisant dans une mare de sang dans une case de passage. Il s'agit de ce qu'on appelait communément les Atanganji Boys, un groupe de donc pas des terroristes. Autre
Listen to this. Listen to how Atanganji Paul created Atanganji Paul's guys. Listen, remember that sometimes Capo Daniel was always talking about Atanganji boys. How can they slaughter Ayafo Floren? How can they slaughter? Sometimes they would go and lie that they have killed, Amba boys have killed a woman and buried alive, and we see the same woman in the Grand National Dialogue. The same woman who was buried alive. And then sometimes they will want to cut the head of a woman, beating the woman with a machete. And then after, we find out that the same woman is alive. How these things happen? Listen to this carefully.
Il s'agissait d'un commerçant nigérian et de ses 2 enfants qui tentaient d'éteindre les flammes, qui voulaient embraser leur boutique. Ce n'étaient donc pas des terroristes. Autre coup de Paul Atanganji. Le 25 mai 2018, les habitants.
That also, 25 May 2018, that means that 25th of May 2018. This is another incident that happened on the 25th of May 2018. Listen to that incident.
De Menka, Pinin, découvre une trentaine de jeunes gisant dans une mare de sang dans une case de passage.
Do you know what happened in Santa Pinin in Menka? Something happened in Santa Pinin, Menka on the 25th of May 2018. That was planned by Atanganji Paul with his Atanganji Paul's guys, some youth. Some of them were twins, led by one of the chief. Do you people recognize that incident? That was Atanga Jipo that planted. We got up in the morning, Santa Pinin in Menka, and youth were slaughtered, killed. Some of them were hung in the ceiling. Some of them were hung in the ceiling. Some of them were killed. Some of them were cut up. You know what happened in Santa Pinin? I forgot the date, but now this has reminded me. 25th. This is the Francophone. Francophones are now releasing all the plans of Atanga Jipo from the same government of Paul Biya. The very same people belong to CPDM. Snake by snake, don't pass Gary. When I listen.
Il s'agit de ce qu'on appelait communément les Atanganji Boys, un groupe de voyous recrutés par le ministre de l'administration territoriale Atanganji qui racketaient, violaient les femmes et surtout prenaient l'otage en se passant pour des combattants indépendantistes Amba Boys. Et par la suite, ils exigeaient des rançons.
So those guys were created to be killing civilians, beating civilians, causing all sorts of atrocities, and taking ransom from civilians. And those were Atanganji boys. And that's how they were created. Continue.
Et lorsque les enquêtes ont déclenché, le même Atanganji a envoyé des tueurs à gages, les éliminer. Qui se souvient du kidnapping des élèves avec des responsables dans un internat gardé par l'armée camerounaise?
That also, when they also launched enquête is an inquiry, they also discovered that Atanganjipo used those guys to kidnap students. Please, you people should listen to this. That Atanganjipo used those guys too to kidnap students. To kidnap students. Those boys, that when Cameroon Intelligence Service launched inquiry after the incident that occurred in Santa Pinin in Menka in 2018 on the 25th of May, they also discovered that Atanganjipo used those guys to kidnap students. Listen.
Comment pouvait se faire un kidnapping? Eh bien, après enquête, c'est toujours Atanganji. Le 17 septembre 2018, plusieurs journaux camerounais à Bafou. Comment pouvait se faire un kidnapping? Eh bien, après enquête, c'est toujours Atanganji. Le 17 septembre 2018.
So, another incident, 17 September 2018. The 17th of September 2018. That on the 17th of September 2018, another incident happened. We will listen to the incident where it happened for the 17th of September 2018.
Journaux camerounais publie à la une le sondage d'un institut américain qui annonce Paul Biya vainqueur de la future élection présidentielle avec un score de 80%. Après enquête, on découvre que ce faux cabinet a été créé par le petit frère du ministre Atanganji. Par la suite, le 7 octobre 2000,
that during the election of the October election within Kariap, that they discovered that there was a commission, that Atanganjipo's small brother led a commission that did the result of the election. Please, I don't understand French very well. This is big language here. Understand? But that commission was created by Atanganjipo's brother, which declare which compiled the election of a result. And please let me listen again before I can say this, because this is very complex. This is big French they have used here. Please.
Paul Biya vainqueur de la future élection présidentielle avec un score de 80%. Après enquête,
that election that Paul Biya won, 80% is 80%. 80%, right? 80%. So after that election, a commission of inquiry was also set out. Listen. And the commission of inquiry discovered that, listen,
découvre que ce faux cabinet a été créé par le petit frère du ministre Atanganji. Par la suite, le 7 octobre 2018, le même Atanganji fait venir un groupuscule d'escrocs européens se passant pour les observateurs de l'ONG Transparency international.
Okay, now I understand what they say. So they say that my people, when I watch, when I share, when I see, when I hear, when I press the love button now, because I don't understand what way they talk now. You see, when you are in this struggle and something happened, even in a big French, you didn't know where did it come from. So during that presidential election, that there was a cabinet meeting and the result were proclaimed that it was done actually by Paul Bias, by Atanganji Paul's small brother was the one that was leading that. And Atanganji Paul and his small brother go bring some fake white people. They come pretend for Cameroon people say na Transparency International. And those people declare say the election for Cameroon will be fair and free. And the baby na Transparency International when a fake when na Atanganji Paul e be organize them. In fact, as I talk so, Transparency International be don't sue Cameroon government and those women. I don't know what is going on. I will follow that case. Transparency International later on sue Cameroon. This person not talk, but I know. I knew. Anyone following Cameroon government, you know that Transparency International indicted Cameroon government for fraud, for using their name. And those women, I think that they were arrested. I will follow that case and let you people know the result. Go and type in Google, Transparency International fraud case in Cameroon. You will see everything. So, but this person never talk that one though. But the person talking and say, Atanganji Paul be organized fake Transparency International people for say election for Cameroon be fair and fair, free, fair and transparent. And that we are fake and there was no Transparency International. And all that was done by Atanganji Paul. Continue.
Si le Cameroun est donc aujourd'hui devenu la cible de la communauté internationale et des ONG, c'est à cause des crimes de guerre perpétrés par Atanganji.
My people, we don't win. Now, Francophones say, if Cameroon has become now the center of the international communities, where even you, these all people when they internationally talk now about Cameroon, because of the war where they for inside Cameroon, that the war has been caused by Atanganji Paul. Do you hear this? You see the news where they see you see the news where they write F for year. No be say they want a big news, no be made one. You don't see where they write them for under that news. Look, some people don't understand. Look, this is the source of the news. I want some people to see that very well. Look at your screen. Do you see your screen? You see the source of the news for the under where you see the number. Look at the corner. F. That's the source of news. They will not be yeye news. So when I hear, when I listen, they say now that Cameroon is a center of discussion for all the international organization, for all the diplomats, is because the cause is Paul Atanganji that brought war, that has made sure this war is certain in Cameroon. Remember that because of the war in Cameroon caused by Atanganji Paul has made Cameroon to be a laughing matter, to be the topic, the main topic of discussion for all the international scene. Hallelujah. Everyone, please, una praise the Lord. Una share them now. Share them. Continue.
Personnage ombrageux, avec ses yeux creux et vitreux et ténébreux, Atanganji était mafieux comme son prédécesseur Issa Chiroma, lui aussi recruté dans les écuries du terrorisme. Le 30 juin 2009, Issa Chiroma prend...
Me will come back small. Because it don't reach some level now where we need wisdom. Please, everyone should pray now because you need wisdom to understand this one now. Something is about, so you want to know how these things are happening. Now you want to see the relationship between Atanganji Paul and Issa Chiroma now. Listen carefully.
Personnage ombrageux, avec ses yeux creux et vitreux et ténébreux, Atanganji était mafieux comme son prédécesseur Issa Chiroma, lui aussi crime de guerre perpétré par Atanganji. Personnage ombrageux, avec ses yeux creux et vitreux et ténébreux, Atanganji était mafieux comme son prédécesseur Issa Chiroma, lui aussi recruté dans les écuries du terrorisme. Le 30 juin 2009.
That's on the 30th of June 2009. That all this act that Atanganji Paul is doing, they say all this act that Atanganji Paul is doing resembles the act of his sister. I don't know why they call it Issa Chiroma sister. That the act of Atanganji and Jipol are terrorists. The acts of terrorism resembles that of Issa Cheruma. So on the 30th of, may we come back, of June 2009, what happened?
Chiroma prend le portefeuille du ministre de la Communication.
Issa Cheruma took as the spokesman of the Minister of Communication. How do I translate this? That Issa Cheruma became the Minister of Communication. Portefeuille is like a red feather. You know, for French, when they say portefeuille, is like, you know, for we own Amber tradition. Person where portefeuille feuille is like a spokesman, understand? Like for Yankee group, for Njoro, for Samba house. That person where they put red feather for your head, so now they ever talk for floor. They talk say for palace, say na spokesman. So spokesman for French is portefeuille. Portefeuille, feuille is like a leaf. Look, and feuille. If you remove one leaf from this book, it's a feuille in French. You understand? A feuille is like a leaf, or even a tree. A feuille, a leaf. You understand? Portefeuille is like a spokesman, a spokesperson. So Issa Cheruma become the Minister of Communication because communication is parole, porte-parole. You understand? Porte-parole, spokesman. He became the spokesman of the government. So he became the Minister of Communication. What happened?
Les frappes chirurgicales contre les journalistes et les ONG se multiplient. Ils sont présentés sous les funestes étiquettes de déstabilisateurs, manipulateurs, complices des terroristes et autres acteurs antipatriotiques. Mais le pompier de service du régime Biya, qui agite hystériquement la loi antiterroriste pour justifier l'emprisonnement des journalistes, est lui-même un terroriste qui se réinvente en défenseur de la République.
That Issa Cheruma, when he became the spokesman for the government, Minister of Communication, the highest thing he did at that time, but you guys will understand why he did that. Why Issa Cheruma and Atanga Njipora are doing all these things that they are doing for Cameroon. You will understand at the end of this video. Why Atanga Njipora is causing all these things in Cameroon, causing Cameroon to fight like this. You will understand at the end of this presentation. If you don't watch till the end, you will not understand. You will now, the question is, why is Atanga Njipora doing things that are innocent against Biya's government? But in a technical way that he's doing it for the government to succeed. Why Issa Cheruma did all the things that he did? He said, when Issa Cheruma became the Minister of Communication, he decided to create a fight against journalists. Please wanna share them. Everyone, please wanna share them. Amazonian people need to hear this. He created a fight between journalists, radio station, TV station, and then caused Cameroon government to create anti-terrorism act in order to kill journalists, in order to close radio station and closing TV station, which caused Cameroonians to agitate against the regime itself. Without forgetting that Issa Cheruma was once indicted as a terrorist. Listen carefully. Mommy and Papa, they will not open eye. If we not listen to the end, we not go understand what it don't happen. Yawa don't gas. God, it don't the fight for we silently. We will not even know. Some people who has been talking as if they are against Amber, we are actually working for Amber by the spirits. Even though they thought they were working for themselves. But stay to the end so you understand why Atanga Njipora and Issa Cheruma are doing all these things. Listen.
De sinistre mémoire, Issa Cheruma Bakari est l'un des cerveaux du putsch manqué du 6 avril 1984 contre Paul Biya qui a fait
that in 1984, that means that 1984 is 80 is 80, this is 90, 84 is 1984. That we should not forget that in 1984, Issa Cheruma was against Paul Biya. And what happened?
70 morts et 52 blessés. Arrêtez le 16
Let me
avril.
come back because the numbers here like this, I want to understand the numbers very well. So we know now that in 1984, Issa Cheruma was against Paul Biya. But what happened?
Justifier l'emprisonnement des journalistes est lui-même un terroriste qui se réinvente en défenseur de la République. De sinistre mémoire, Issa Cheruma Bakari est l'un des cerveaux du putsch manqué du 6 avril 1984 contre Paul Biya qui a fait 70 morts. Et c'est
That, oh shit, in 1984, that Issa Chiroma was one of the terrorists that fought against Paul Biya, and that caused 70 dead people. Do you hear this? Do you hear? This is the beginning to tell you why Atanga Paul, why Issa Chiroma are doing these things that they are doing. Please, when I share them, oh God of creation, why we know God of Almighty creation, you come like a thief in the night. Please, everyone should share this. That in 1984, we should not forget that Issa Chiroma and a team of terrorists led a coup d'etat on the 6th of April against Paul Biya. That led to the killing of 70 Cameroonians. 70 Cameroonese. 70 is 70. 70 is 60. D is 10. In French, you count 70 as 60, 10. You understand? 70. So 70 is 70. When I hear again, man, where no year we say, when I say I do bad translation, even that transliteration where they do when I direct. No worry, mama. When I don't hear now where they talk. In 1984, in 1984, Atanga Njipo was among the group that led a terrorist activism against Paul Biya that led to the killing of 70 Cameroonians in an April 6 coup d'etat. That is what they are saying here, Mame and Papa. I don't paraphrase somewhere now. Wanna listen?
le régime Biya qui agite hystériquement la loi antiterroriste pour justifier l'emprisonnement des journalistes est lui-même un terroriste qui se réinvente en défenseur de la République. De sinistre mémoire, Issa Chiroma Bakari est l'un des cerveaux du putsch manqué du 6 avril 1984 contre Paul Biya qui a fait 70 morts et 52
So, 70 morts et
blessés. Arrêté le 16 avril 1984, qui se réinvente en défenseur de la République. De sinistre mémoire, Issa Chiroma Bakari est l'un des cerveaux du putsch manqué du 6 avril 1984 contre Paul Biya qui a fait 70 morts et 52 blessés. Arrêté le
so he caused 70 dead people and
Paul Biya qui a fait 70 morts et 52 blessés.
Et 52%. That means that he caused the killing of death of 70 Cameroonians and 52 wounded people. That this is the same Issa Chiroma who was fighting against Paul Biya as a terrorist, who now came to Cameroon government and caused a fight against media houses, journalists, and even caused Cameroon to form anti-terrorism law that jail journalists and kill journalists. But he was a terrorist. That's what this person is saying. Listen.
Arrêté le 16 avril 1984 à Douala, il est traduit et condamné.
So for they catch Issa Chiroma. Let's listen this. So Cameroon government, after the 6th April coup d'etat 1984, where Issa Chiroma be one of the gang leaders, where he killed 70 Cameroonians and wounded 52 Cameroonians. Issa Chiroma was arrested in Douala. Let us hear.
Arrêté le 16 avril 1984 à Douala.
That he was arrested, says Angvi, on the 16th of April in Douala, 1984.
Il est traduit et condamné au tribunal militaire pour apologie du putsch, assassinat, tentative d'assassinat, destruction des biens publics.
That he was arrested on crime charges against assassination, destruction of public property. Listen again. He was arrested and charged in the military tribunal or tribunal. At Tanganyipo, Issa Chiroma was arrested and charged in the military tribunal for crimes against assassination, for crimes against destruction of property. Listen.
Il est traduit et condamné au tribunal militaire pour apologie du putsch, assassinat, tentative d'assassinat, destruction des biens publics.
That he was arrested for attempted murder, and the destruction of the public properties. Continue.
Jugé très dangereux, Issa Chiroma est transféré par fourgon à la prison de Yoko, synonyme d'asile de fous furieux et de terroristes contagieux. Au bout de 6 ans à copiner avec...
That, when they judge him, they discuss. Let me come back again because there's a word here I want you guys to understand very well. A big, good word.
Apologie du putsch, assassinat, tentative d'assassinat, destruction des biens publics. Jugé très dangereux, Issa Chiroma est transféré par fourgon à la prison de Yoko, synonyme d'asile de fous furieux et de terroristes contagieux. Au bout de 6 ans,
that he was judged and he was determined that Issa Chiroma is so dangerous, very, very dangerous human being for the Cameroon. And so he was jailed. But let us listen.
Opiné avec des déséquilibrés dans le Guantanamo du bled équatorial.
That Issa Chiroma was determined that he's so dangerous for Cameroon to an extent where Kondengi was not even a place to jail him. They took him to Guantanamo of Guinea Equatorial. I know even know say they get some prison for Guinea Equatorial when Guantanamo. You understand? They carry Issa Chiroma instead of jailing in Cameroon. No, they go now for Guinea Equatorial for. Now for them when they go jail them, they go imprison G because they determined in Cameroon in the military tribunal that Atanga Nyipo has carried assassination, which led to the killing of 70 people, attempted assassination because 52 people were wounded heavily, and that he was a très dangereux. That means that Atanga Nyipo is very dangerous for Cameroon, and for that reason, the Cameroon military tribunal determined that because of the dangerous nature of Atanga Nyipo, he cannot be jailed in Cameroon. So they went and jailed him in the Guantanamo prison in Equatorial Guinea. Then, what happened? Continue.
Chiroma est enfin admis à la prison centrale de Yaoundé. C'est grâce à une loi d'amnistie du 17 janvier 1991 qu'Issa Chiroma Bakari se et de terroristes contagieux. Au bout de 6 ans à copiner avec des déséquilibrés dans le Guantanamo du bled équatorial.
So he stayed 6 ans or 6 mois. Let us see this.
Synonyme d'asile de fous furieux et de terroristes contagieux. Au bout de 6 ans à copiner avec des déséquilibrés dans le...
So Issa Chiroma was jailed in Guantanamo prison in Equatorial Guinea for 6 years. For 6 years. I didn't know this. Oh, I don't know this one. 6 years were there for prison. When I went at Atanga Nyipo, you want part the Cambo. Why are these people turning Cameroon like this? We people should wait and see this. Tori, Papa God for heaven, our people we don't die. Yeah. When I hear this one.
Guantanamo du bled équatorial, Issa Chiroma est enfin admis à la prison centrale de Yaoundé.
So after spending 6 years in Guantanamo, in that prison in Equatorial Guinea, he was finally brought to Central Prison in Yaoundé.
C'est grâce à une loi d'amnistie du 17 janvier 1991 qu'Issa Chiroma Bakari se retrouve donc à gazouiller de plaisir d'avoir échappé à l'exécution comme ses complices putschistes. Entré dans l'opposition en 1980.
That it was because of something happened. This is big French. Something happened, and so in Equatorial Guinea. So Issa Chiroma ran away and brought him to prison, central prison in Yaoundé because of what was going on. I think that there was a war or something that was happening there. So because of that, he was transferred to the prison, central prison in Yaoundé. Listen to this.
Issa Chiroma va utiliser les méthodes d'un Yankee et va jouer à la brute épaisse contre les forces de sécurité. Lors d'une marche, il a arrêté. À peine libéré, le voilà, le petit loulou, avec sa barbichette, qui se retrouve au milieu des casseurs. Lors d'une marche à Douala, où il est dans le rôle.
So the people of Cameroon should not forget that Issa Chiroma was arrested because he has a role to turn the military against Paul Biya, against the state. And so finally, he got himself out. And when he got himself out, because he was jailed for 6 years, he came back and play a fair game, and here he has turned Cameroon upside down. That is why they took him from the Minister of Communication after they discovered this. But then he has already laid his foundation, set his tentacles, have so many people working under him in the government, and taking him down is going to cause confusion. But this is where Cameroon is today. Listen.
De l'aboyeur du village contre le maître Biya. Il est de nouveau arrêté et molesté par les forces de sécurité. Et voilà Issa Chiroma, nommé ministre des Transports, le 27 novembre 1992, l'opportuniste profite pour se refaire les poches avec les fonds d'indemnisation des victimes du crash du Boeing 737, survenu le 3 décembre 1995. En effet, la compagnie sud-africaine chargée du maintien de cet appareil avait indemnisé Cameroon Airlines à hauteur de 40 milliards et demi de francs CFA, environ 61,5 millions d'euros. Au lieu que cet argent soit versé aux familles des victimes et à l'unique survivante, Issa Chiroma et deux de ses amis du gouvernement vont monter un faux compte pour faire atterrir le virement dans le compte numéro 00 78 01 49 14 des livres de la Société Générale au 9e arrondissement de Paris.
My people, this one fit break my head. Oh. This one, so if he break my head, but what at the top of now, if he break my head now, so. If when I hear number where they talk say Atanganji po kidnapper, if when I hear the number, this one fit break my head. So more than 40 billion. Where Atanganji po come kidnapper? Why that money where they kidnap? There was a plane crash incident. I think this thing from some. Where they can't give millions of money for Atanganji po to go and for Issa Chiroma to give to the families and the victim. He carried the money. Then make I whine himself. I want translator. If he break my head, but I got translator.
1937, survenu le 3 décembre 1950 contre le maître Biya. Il est de nouveau arrêté et molesté par les forces de sécurité. Et voilà Issa Chiroma, nommé ministre des Transports le 27 novembre 1992.
So 27 is never damaged.
De l'aboyeur du village contre le maître Biya. Il est de nouveau arrêté et molesté par les forces de sécurité. Et voilà Issa Chiroma, nommé ministre des Transports le 27 novembre 1992.
So in 27 November 1992, that means the 27th of November 92 is 1992. He was appointed Minister of Communication. What happened? Some money was given to him. How much was that money about? Let's all listen to the money that was given to him.
L'opportuniste profite pour se refaire les poches avec les fonds d'indemnisation des victimes du crash du Boeing 737.
That there was a plane crash incident. Boeing 737. There was a Boeing that had a plane. There was a plane crash, and some money was given to Atanganji to Issa Chiroma to take care of the victims. How much was that money?
Le 3 décembre 1995.
In 1995 is 1995. The plane incident that happened in 1995, and the incidents, a lot of victims, and money was given to Issa Chiroma to take care. But how much was that money?
La compagnie sud-africaine chargée du maintien de cet appareil avait indemnisé
that the company that was in charge of that plane that crashed gave a big fat money. How much was that money to take care of the victim families?
À hauteur de 40 milliards et demi de francs CFA.
That 40.5 million francs CFA was given. 40.5 million francs CFA was given. Million. What's the difference between a million, the million? No, 40.5 billion. What are you talking about? Was given. Million is a billion. You understand? Million, because a million is a million, des millions. Donc a million, 40.5 billion was given to Issa Chiroma to take care of the victims of that plane crash incident by the company that owns that plane. What happened to the money?
61,5 millions d'euros. Au lieu que cet argent.
And also 62,5 euros. That means 62.5 million euros also was given. That money is 62.5 million euros. Yeah, that money. They're cutting in euros. What happened?
Soit versé aux familles des victimes et à l'unique survivante, Issa Chiroma et deux de ses amis du gouvernement vont monter un faux compte pour faire atterrir le virement dans le compte numéro 00.
That Issa Chiroma and some of his two colleagues decided to embezzle that money and put in a bank account. He is giving us the bank account, and the bank account is I'm going to read to you the bank account number.
Survivante, Issa Chiroma et deux de ses amis du gouvernement vont monter un faux compte pour faire atterrir le virement dans le compte numéro 00
The bank account number that they put that money is 00
78 0
78
49 14 de
0 49 14. That is the bank account they put the money inside.
de la Société Générale au 9e arrondissement de Paris. Il est viré du gouvernement le 19 septembre 1996. Mais le même Issa Chiroma revient au gouvernement comme ministre de la Communication pour combattre les terroristes et les journalistes sous prétexte que...
And so because of that, Issa Chiroma was taken off from the government because of that act of embezzlement. And then he came back to the government to fight against terrorism. He was first arrested as a terrorist, charged, sent even out of Cameroon as the worst terrorist that ever exists in Guantanamo. Brought back. Finally, he went to the government. Then he embezzled money more than 40.5 billion francs CFA. 40.5 billion francs CFA he embezzled. And that money is equal to 62.5 billion euros. That's how they translated it. So after all that, he was kicked out. Then finally they take him back to the government to fight against terrorism. That's why he caused the kidnapping, the government to arrest journalists in media houses, radio houses, closing them all. But why he was doing that, stay here. We are only 3 minutes left to finish this translation.
Ils veulent déstabiliser le Cameroun.
So Issa Chiroma wanted to now revenge for what Cameroon has done to him. He wanted to revenge. Issa Chiroma wanted to revenge. Revenge means he wanted to fight against Cameroon for what Cameroon did to him, call him a terrorist, caught him, send him in Guantanamo, send him in a prison out of Cameroon that he was the most dangerous person. For 6 years, he stayed in prison. That's where he learned how to speak English. By the way, some of you don't know. Issa Chiroma learned how to speak English in prison. That's not the case. Let us continue. What happened?
Exactement comme aussi Edgar Alain Mbengo.
The same thing happened too with Alain Mbengo. The same thing happened with Alain Mbengo. And so, listen.
Les aveux de l'assassinat politique sont apportés par l'ex-agent secret Jean Labert Yene Abega.
That they were also accompanied by Young Labert. This person, where they call him now for French, Young Labert. Listen again, we will talk again because I want to know who be Young Labert.
Ils veulent déstabiliser le Cameroun. Exactement comme aussi Edgar Alain Mbengo. Les aveux de l'assassinat politique sont apportés par l'ex-agent secret Jean Labert Yene Abega dans une interview accordée à CamerounInfo.net.
That all these things are found. One of the journalists, Young Labert, was a journalist who recorded all these things. Alain Mbengo and Issa Chiroma wanted to just destabilize Cameroon. This word destabilization. Listen.
Janvier 2014, où il raconte comment est-ce que Edgar Alain Mbengo a chargé le colonel Bidja d'aller assassiner des journalistes sous prétexte qu'il voulait déstabiliser le pays.
So Alain Mbengo, Edgar Alain Mbengo, was a Cameroon Minister of Defense in 2014. That this guy, whom he called in French a journalist, also revealed how Edgar Alain Mbengo unleashed an army general to go and kill and assassinate. Who were they going to assassinate? Let us listen.
.net du 17 janvier 2014, où il raconte comment est-ce que Edgar Alain Mbengo a chargé le colonel Bidja d'aller assassiner des journalistes sous prétexte qu'il voulait déstabiliser le pays et qu'ils étaient...
That he sent this Colonel Oja by Edgar Alain Mbengo. Who is Edgar Alain Mbengo? Let us go here and see Edgar Allen Mibengo so that we all can understand. Allen Mibengo. Allen Mibengo. Let us see who is Edgar Allen Mibengo, who was the Minister of Defense before for Cameroon. We don't catch and put a Hongata. You don't see him, this. They don't catch and put a Hongata. When I see him, this. So people who were destabilizing. So he charged this journalist. You see now Edgar Allen Mibengo, this guy. Edgar Allen Mibengo. This is the guy he's talking about. So this guy here, Atanganji Paul, he sent that colonel to go and kidnap a journalist. That a journalist was destabilizing Cameroon. But listen, why was all that done? Let's continue.
Complice avec les terroristes. Je cite. Le colonel Bidja avait clairement demandé à votre confrère de ne plus publier les informations aussi délicates sur le ministre de la Défense, Edgar Allen Bongo.
And so that Colonel Oja asked the journalist to stop publishing information about the Minister of Defense. And so when he didn't stop, Allen Mibengo sent Colonel Oja to go and kill that journalist. Listen.
Jules Koumkoum avait juré la main sur le cœur qu'il ne le ferait plus jamais. Malheureusement, il n'a pas tenu parole. Moi, j'avais fait ce que j'avais fait. J'ai rendu compte et ça a donné ce que ça a donné. J'ai joué un rôle de premier plan à tous les niveaux jusqu'à l'acte final. Fin de citation. Et se voyant investi d'une mission patriotique.
So when they went to that journalist and tell him to stop publishing documents about the Minister of Defense, he did not stop. And so he did a court and say it's his job to say it as it is. I paraphrase. To say it as it is. And so what happened later?
Quasi messianique, il poursuit. C'était dans l'intérieur supérieur de l'État. Parce que les informations publiées par le tabloïd de M. Jules Koumkoum étaient de nature à provoquer une rébellion au sein de nos forces de défense.
And so the state discovered that the information which was published by journalist Nkunkum, you understand, journalist Nkunkum, was information that was not good for the state. When Allen Mibengo was the Minister of Defense, what happened?
Situation qui sûrement devait affecter le moral des troupes et mettre
that because Allen Mibengo was a minister and he was publishing those things, the Cameroon government discovered that information was going to affect the morals of Cameroon military. Do you understand this one?
Péril, le chef de l'État, Paul Biya, parce qu'il s'agit, en fin de compte, que de cela. Fin de citation. Edgar Allen Bongo se passait donc pour le défenseur de la République et se passait pour le plus grand combattant antiterroriste. Ancien délégué général à la Sûreté nationale.
And so that was when now they talked to Paul Biya and they said now, because of the interest of the republic, of the country, because to stop destabilization, that journalists are publishing information that even though the information is truthful, but that information is against the state, and therefore for that reason they should pass anti-terrorism law which prohibit journalists from publishing sensitive information. That is why they have been killing journalists. And some of us don't understand when they would take journalist Wazizi and just kill him because he said the truth that he saw. Because they passed the laws to kill journalists. If journalists say something truthful, and that truthful thing can affect the Minister of Defense and make the army to have no morals, then that journalist will be executed. You now see why they executed journalist Wazizi? You people now are learning. I am also learning now. From this talk show, this is one of the highest intelligence show. Now listen, we have only 1 minute and 38 seconds. This first part we end.
Ministre d'État chargé de la Défense, Edgar Allen Bongo, qui se voyait déjà et se croyait intouchable, se voyait, comme je voulais le dire, président de la République, est aujourd'hui en prison. En prison.
Before I translate this one, so Minister Edgar Allen Mibengo, who was now Minister of Defense, creating laws to arrest and kidnap and kill journalists because they are saying things that can destabilize the nation. That finally, because he had that powers, the powers to do and undo, he saw himself already as the president of the Republic of Cameroon. And guess what? Because of that power that he had already, he wanted also to destabilize to the palace because he wanted to be Guguma, chef de l'État, and today he is in prison. Listen again one more time because I don't talk from my own word. Listen to your own, do your own translation. Listen, listen.
À la Sûreté nationale, ministre d'État chargé de la Défense, Edgar Alain Bongo, qui se voyait déjà et se croyait intouchable, se voyait, comme je voulais le dire, président de la République, est aujourd'hui en prison depuis 1 an. Non pas parce qu'il a détourné, comme on prétend, mais parce que les services secrets ont révélé à Paul Biya qu'il était en contact avec des terroristes et avait rencontré Guillaume Soro et était même en contact avec le ministre Ahmed Bakayoko pour monter un coup d'État et prendre le pouvoir.
Hey! Amazona people, when I thank God, I know. See, hi, people when I say I don't know translation, thunder go fire winner. I've been a village champion, but I don't do my effort for translate. How many village champion go even know this language? When I know say French get so many conjugation, yeah. French get so many conjugation we not understand and vocabulary they big. Now, make I tell you something we no know. Why they jail Alain Mebengo? Alain Mebengo na this guy, this one. Now this one so we been a minister of justice for Cameroon. Minister of defense minister for Cameroon. Look, this one way there for jail. Now 1 year now. 1 year this guy there for jail. You remember when they start this war? Now this guy be the make. In fact, Seseku, this is the guy who kidnapped Seseku. Seseku was kidnapped by this guy. Maybe some people don't know. This is the guy that made Seseku to be kidnapped from Nigeria. It was the power of this guy that kidnapped Seseku from Nigeria. When they extradited, in fact, this guy be go to Nigeria, go talk with Nigerian government. It not take 1 month, they kidnap Seseku from Nigeria. This is an Edgar Alain Mebengo, Minister of Defense, where he worked for kidnap Seseku. Some of you don't know. Now he this. And this person, why Paul Biya, he come put him for prison. The man no embezzle money. Oh. The man no embezzle money. The problem now say Paul Biya finally discover say Alain Mebengo was one of the coup planner that about more than 2 years ago, Alain Mebengo and another Kutu them plan for take over power from Paul Biya. Some of that means that this war don't make them so we need to understand politics for neighboring country. Oh, I wonder why they catch Alain Mebengo. Person where don't go catch Seseku, bring Seseku for Cameroon. Now why they go catch and put them for Ngata? If something no big like that one, so Alain Mebengo way don't be same now the president of the Central Committee of CPDM. How them go fit catch president for Central Committee? Person where they see say for Cameroon, if Paul Biya no day or if Paul Biya just die, now he go take power. I say, why Cameroon go take Alain Mebengo put up for jail? I know we get time for make research. Because for me, na Amber. I want me, no, na Amber. How Amber they go? So we don't forget about neighboring politics. Today we don't hear why they catch Alain Mebengo. Now because say, when I hear again, me I translate them for una. When I hear.
Paul Atanganji, ministre,
When I hear.
est aujourd'hui en prison depuis 1 an. Non pas parce qu'il a détourné, comme on prétend, mais parce que les services secrets ont révélé à Paul Biya qu'il était en contact avec des terroristes et avait rencontré Guillaume Soro et était même en contact avec le ministre Ahmed Bakayoko. Non pas parce qu'il a détourné, comme
that Alain Mebengo was jailed not because he has embezzled money like Cheruma or like Atanganji Paul, but because it was discovered by the secret services and revealed to Paul Biya that Alain Mebengo, the former minister of defense in Cameroon that went to jail when he was still a minister, was part of a terrorist act that was planned with
on prétend, mais parce que les services secrets ont révélé à Paul Biya qu'il était en contact avec des terroristes et avait rencontré Guillaume Soro.
That he was with Guillaume Soro and
était même en contact avec le ministre Ahmed Bakayoko pour montrer.
So Guillaume Soro was a terrorist and Minister Alain Bakayoko. Bakayoko. Do people who don't know Bakayoko? Terrorists, big terrorists. That Alain Mibengo was in contact with Bakayoko and Guillaume Soro. And these are big terrorists. So the Secret Service revealed that to Paul Biya. And
un coup d'État et prendre le pouvoir.
So he planned with Bakayoko and Guillaume Soro to make a coup d'etat against Paul Biya. I don't tell when I say Alain Mibengo was the president, the secretary general of the CPDM Central Committee for Yaoundé. That means if Paul Biya no day, na Alain Mibengo will be the secretary general of CPDM. Paul Biya na chairman. After chairman na secretary general. And na Alain Mibengo be the when I don't see the person where they talk, when I look up, na he be the person where they know say if Paul Biya no be president, na di ban. Adi Mango be president for Cameroon. This man was the one who used to dirige Cameroon, who used to lead Cameroon. He was the one that was signing everything. Minister of Defense. This is the man that everyone knew that was going to take over Nguguma. Look. Some una don't see him. Na he be big boss. Una don't see him. Na Edgar Alain Mibengo. Na he this. Some people we no know. Una see him. Edgar Alain Mibengo. Una don't see him. Cameroon ex-minister detained. After they detain him, then they catch up, put him for Ngata. Now he this. People will no. Look up. Army general for you back. When I don't see him, now he go for Nigeria, kidnap Seseku. Now he be do everything, all the plan for kidnap Seseku. Now this guy, Edgar Alain Mibengo. Now he go for Nigeria, go kidnap Seseku. Now he this. When I don't see this Salung Guguma. People will no know. Cameroon ex-minister detained. Now he this. That person so when I don't see him ex-minister Alain Mibengo. Now he this way don't go Nigeria. Go kidnap Seseku. For Nigeria. Now he this. This is the thief. Now he this. Now the man where they be untouchable. Una see him. Je serai bientôt à ta place. You see him. The film of the arrest of Mibengo. When he greeted Paul Biya, he said he would be in Paul Biya's place. You see, even they write it here. Je serai bientôt à ta place. See for French, they write, Je serai bientôt à ta place. That means that he's greeting Paul Biya and saying that he will be the leader of Cameroon soon. That's why they arrested. And so he made a coup d'etat. He was already untouchable in Cameroon. He was the minister of defense. He was those who were leading Cameroon. He could say yes and yes. He led the ministers. Look at the type of people he greeted. Look at the type of army general across the world. Other countries. He was the one that was always there. From childhood, he has been there. Yves Mendoza was arrested by this guy and jail. Can you see Mibengo en prison avec who? When I see him with Yves Mendoza, director of CRTV for before. When I don't see him, Alain Mibengo, Edgar Alain Mibengo, Folie Journée. When I see everywhere he made news, he was untouchable. He was everywhere. Alain Mibengo en prison. The sons of Alain Mibengo also in prison. The coup d'etat, it made news in Cameroon that this guy can go to prison. He was the one that used to lead Cameroon. He will speak for Cameroon. Look, this is him here. Look, he's speaking. Look at Army General. We are taking command from him. He was the Alpha and the Omega. So too is Bellinga Mbutu. This is Bellinga Mbutu. Someone una no. Make a show on a Bellinga Mbutu. This is Bellinga here. We don't die too. Bellinga don't die too. Where is Bellinga picture? I will see Bellinga picture. Bellinga Mbutu. Where you there, Papa? Where you there? Me will type Bellinga. Bellinga Mbutu. Bellinga Mbutu. Where Ibina? Me will see Bellinga Mbutu. Bellinga Mbutu. Cameroon minister. Maybe I not right well. Mbutu. Let me see. Hey, this is Bellinga Mbutu here. He was also one of the Cameroon ministers that could do and undo. Bellinga Mbutu. Martin Bellinga Mbutu. He was the one that when they take General Francis Yengo from as a chief of staff in the presidency of La République to Cameroon. This guy was just a single colonel, a single man. We no even get general. Then take General Ivo when a Amazonian person, when a Anglophone, we been a general, then can't carry this colonel and put to them put up. When I don't see him, now he this, he don't die, yo. If he don't die, started last year or 2 years ago, he died. You see, Bellinger and Mutuwe is always l'homme du président. They were also thinking that he will be the president of Cameroon. But he died. He died. Amazonian people, fight, fight, don't stop. You are winning bigly and fatly. No, we'll go back for business. No, we'll finish this last video, then we'll go for another one. Una here.
Paul Atanganji, ministre tout-puissant de l'administration territoriale.
Now, Minister of Territorial Administration, Paul Atanganji. What has he done? Listen.
A exactement repris le flambeau de Edgar Alain Bongo pour déstabiliser le régime Biya.
That Atanganji Paul took exactly again. I repeat, that this guy, this baboon, this monkey, this thief say he take the same style like Alain Mibengo to destabilize Cameroon. Francophones now say that Alain Mibengo, who is in prison, who did a coup against Paul Biya, that Atanganji Paul has taken the same style to destroy. But how? Let us listen, because we don't talk more than let them blow their whistle. Then we go just translate.
En dressant les journalistes, les ONG et la communauté internationale contre le Cameroun.
That the same thing that Issa Cheruma and Alain Mibengo did against Cameroon by having a media war against journalists that made Cameroon to be seen as a worst country, and even collaborated with the act of terrorism like Issa Cheruma that we have listened, that he was determined in Cameroon as the worst and the most dangerous person in Cameroon, and was jailed out of Cameroon in Equatorial Guinea for 6 years in prison. That Issa Cheruma, or that this Paul Atanganji Paul too, is also the same. That he has caused war in Cameroon and caused all the international organization and government to be against Cameroon. How? Una listen.
Le ministre de l'administration territoriale qui accuse Equinox, Le Jour, ABK, Radio Balafon de terrorisme est lui-même le terroriste le plus dangereux contre le Cameroun.
That he is the highest dangerous person in Cameroon is Atanganji Paul, who has caused a lot of fight against TV and radio stations in Cameroon. I don't have time to naming them. Caused the closure of radio stations, and they turned against the state. That all Atanganji Paul was doing was to cause all the radio and TV stations to go against the government. And finally, Cameroon has gone in a turmoil.
Comme le disait Friedrich Engels, la terreur est le règne des gens eux-mêmes terrorisés. Face tu es mort, pile je te tue. On m'appelle J. Rémi Ngono. Dieu pardonne, moi pas. Coup franc de la Commission nationale anticorruption pour un détournement d'une centaine de millions à la Cameroon Postal Service. Qu'importe.
So, fellow brothers and sisters, for me to wrap it up for you to understand, this has revealed Cameroon why Atanganji Paul, Edgar Alain Mibengo, and Issa Cheruma turned Cameroon into what it is today. For Atanganji Paul case, Atanganji Paul has been caught red-handedly. More than 100 billions have been lost from Cameroon Postal Services. It has been determined that Atanganji Paul is the embezzler. And this is what is going to take Atanganji Paul soon to the prison behind bars. But Atanganji Paul has also, serving in prison for several years, take a very quiet coup d'etat against the Biya's regime. That the war in Cameroon today is caused indirectly by the action of Issa Chiroma and Atanganji Paul. That Atanganji Paul created even his own amber boys that were moving around with the act to destabilize the populations in the Amazonia and kidnap the populations and cause the populations against the state. And the Cameroon Secret Service intelligence has found out that many of those amber that were moving and terrorizing citizens as amber boys were Atanganji Paul's boys. Example, they have quoted that what happened in Santa Pinin in Menka on the 25th of December 2018 was organized by Atanganji Paul, where Amazonians, young ladies and gentlemen were slaughtered and killed by the action of Atanganji Paul. And also the kidnapping of students that the Cameroon military intelligence also discovered that Atanganji Paul was the one who organized that. Not the least, they also discovered that what happened on on the Women's Day, 8th of March 2020, was organized in Bamenda, was organized by Atanganji Paul, because the military was always in that Bamenda in Commercial Avenue 24/7. So they asked, how could the Amber come and installed a bomb in that boulevard? That it was planned by Atanganji Paul. Also, unfortunately, two Cameroon military lost their life and one civilians. And because Cameroon military lost their lives, the Cameroon military intelligence launched an inquiry, a commission of inquiry, which further revealed that Atanganji Paul was the one that created that act. Not the least, Atanganji Paul also created an act in Kupe Maneguba, no, in Gokitunja, an act in Gokitunja where there was also an explosion. And that also revealed that Atanganji Paul was the one. Not the least, several torturing of civilian population, which further made the civilian population to turn against Cameroon government. That Atanganji Paul and Atanganji Paul's guys, that Cameroon government military intelligence determines that the action of Atanganji Paul and his guys in Amazonia instead turned Amazonian people to rise against Cameroon, and therefore Atanganji Paul has been determined that he has caused the separation of Cameroon and war in Cameroon. That is the summary for Atanganji Paul. For Issa Chiroma, Cameroon government discovered that Issa Chiroma, after launching a coup d'etat April 6, 1984, that Issa Chiroma, Tilapia Issa Chiroma, the former Minister of Communication, was one of those who planned and executed the April 6 coup d'etat 1984, which was to take away Port Bia by fire from power. And Issa Chiroma was arrested and locked in a prison in Equatorial Guinea because Issa Chiroma was determined that he was the most dangerous person in Cameroon, and he was charged with crimes for assassination, attempted assassination, killing, destruction of public properties, and embezzlement. And then an incident occurred where he found himself in Konenge Central Prison, and he pledged that he could fight against terrorism. He was released and later on became the Minister of Communication. He uses his minister as the spokesman of the government to further destabilize Bia's government in revenge for what Bia's government did to him. And so he created and launched a war like Atanganji Paul against all media houses, the same like Alain Mibengo, closing media houses, arresting journalists and killing journalists and causing war against the state of Cameroon. The same for Edgar Alain Mibengo, who also launched war against journalists, caused the anti-terrorism war against journalists, arrest of journalists and torture and killing of journalists. And finally, Edgar Alain Mibengo was also discovered that he collaborated with terrorists outside Cameroon to destabilize and take power from Paul Biya in a coup d'etat. That Edgar Alain Mibengo is in prison not because of embezzlement but an attempted failed coup d'etat. Fellow brothers and sisters, God don't act for we. God is wonderful. If they tell Atanganji Paul that Cameroon is giving him money to move around Look, make I tell you something. If the chair and you say this money where Cameroon government they give you, na the same money go put you for Gata. You go believe? Very soon Atanga Jipo will be in Gata. You will now see that this is the honest truth we are talking today. Will Atanga Jipo ever justify that he gave money to Dr. Success, who is now calling Cameroon a terrorist? Will Atanga Jipo ever justify that he was giving money to Nkonda Titus, who created so many black legs to fight against Amber and kill civilian and take ransom? Can Atanga Njipo justify to Cameroon government that he used more than 100 billions to create Amber boys that instead caused Amazonian to rise against the state of Cameroon? Can Atanga Njipo ever justify that he used some of the money to pay and arrange for fake Amber boys to go and kidnap the students? Can Atanga Njipo ever justify that he caused the killing of our people in Santa Pinyin in Menka on the 25th of December 2018? Can Atanga Njipo ever justify all the acts he has done for Amazonia? Unfortunately, even if he justify, it's still crimes against humanity. Justification or no justification, if he doesn't justify, he would be indicted for heavy billions of fraudulent embezzlement. And if he justify, not only the Interpol, not only the Amnesty International or the ICJ or the ICC will indict him for crimes against humanity. Atanga Njipo at this time has no way to hide. Clean and clear. I have the Bible in my hand. It's not a prophecy, it's the reality. This is not prophecy. This is reality. He has no way to hide. Isa Chiruma has no way to hide. Edgar Allen Mibengo is already serving his prison jail, but he was only a smaller terrorist. God is acting on our favor. Please don't fight against the Kamto. Allow it. God is using it for our favor already. Whatever mistake Cameroon government do is for our favor. Let the people go. This is the word of the mighty Lord. Let my people go. This is the word of the mighty Lord. Let my people go. Go down, go down, go down to Egypt and tell Pharaoh, Pharaoh, let my people go. This is the word of the mighty Lord. Let my people go. Go down, go down, go down to Yaoundé and tell Paul Biya and CPDM, let our people go. This is the word of Amazon. Let my people go. Go down, go down, go down to Yaoundé and tell CPDM, let my people go. This is the word of Amazonia. Let my people go. Go down, go down, go down to Yaoundé and take Bolivia. We are happy for Atanga Njipo. Fellow Amazonians, God has turned our enemies to work on our favor. If they tell Cameroon that Atanga Njipo will work on our favor, he would not have believed. If they tell Cameroon that Issa Cheroma will work on our favor, he would not have believed. If they tell baby journalists that he will work on our favor by creating pastors and later on fight against the same pastor to leave ADF and AGOFC to fight, he would not have believed. Just as they took billions, millions and gave to the Sakorian to fight against Amber, to fight against Dr. Chuayaba, to fight against the reputable ADF, he turned around, created DAC, and thought that the enormous amount of money he collected with my trip to Buya, he could collect with DAC. After he discovered, for all this almost 1 year, Eric Tato has basically collected not up to $10,000. If I'm not mistaken, it's 6,000 and something up to date. 6,000 and something dollars up to date in pledges. And the only money that Eric Tato collected, I don't want to say it here today, it's a laughing matter. He withdrew from creating a national army and said that the money is going to be used only for refugees. He thought that he was going to have like 1 million, like 1 million from Amazonian people. Like during my trip to Buya, he had the basket and people were giving. He thought Amazonian people were still idiots. Amazonian people, I have the stack in my table. I can read to you how much DAC has collected, how much has gone on the ground. Nothing. Zero. Zero. He went to Nigeria and bought some computers out of shame and put in Nigeria. That is the only achievement of that. I can say for now. Nothing is on the ground. Nothing. Zero. Not even a single. You know, SDF. You know, SDF. They get something they call them, say scarf. Scarf. The vanguard. The scarf. Where they get some stick. They clap them. Not even a single local security man for Express Union or for any credit union. Eric Tato has a in Grand Zero. Amazonian people when cafe they up. Time when plenty for reasoning. They thought that as they took million from you, they will see take million again. You rubbish them. You show them that you are intelligent. I am so happy. The tough is not billions, it's not millions. Tough is not even yet up to 100,000 US dollars. Tough is not even yet to, but look at what they have delivered. So I want to tell you people, let us be very honest to ourselves. 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 And I want to thank you all because I know what is in your mind. Just like in Bui, you gave money and they came and they are killing your own parent. Your own parent, you contribute money, but you didn't know that they are going to. The same warriors, when we were telling you that they are going to topple you, you didn't understand. Before some of you discovered, they have already kidnapped your own family members. You have been giving money to the Bui County worldwide. The same leader could not even rescue you. They have turned those boys to be something else and they could not even help to free your own family members until you gave the 2 million or 1 million that they asked for. And now you started coming to me that, bro, you be the talk through. How can we do this? I know one time even the former SCAF chairman came to his own village. SCAF chairman too, where he be one now say sako. One time once he tell me, say, bro, please help me out. They have kidnapped my people. If I'm lying, I will not say SCAF chairman because there are only 3 or 4 of them. This is reality. He himself know. He can be here. Me and him can discuss here and you will see the truth. He will tell you. But he didn't let me at the time when I was on the SCAF. They will not let me talk. All was sako, Chris Ano. But then the very same county by county guy came and kidnapped your own family people in the same village when you were the one who talked about county by county. In SCAF, you did not even want Dr. Chuayaba to be heard in the SCAF forum. But you come and ask me, bro, you know that when it comes to that area, I am there. I am the man. I talk and they listen to me. You know that. They fear me. They know what I do when I decide to act spiritually. I fight spiritual battles. I tell them yes is yes, no is no. If you don't want to listen, you are off the line. I don't joke with the life of civilians. Anything that hurts civilians, I don't joke with it. You touch civilian, you touch me. Period. That is what it takes to be a vanguard person. You touch civilian, you touch us as a vanguard. I don't care who you are. Either you listen to me and understand that was a mistake and apologize, or it was a mistake and stop doing it so I understand that you stop, or you fear the wrath. Because my wrath, once I activate it, it never stopped. And I never lost a battle. You can't even kill me, they never burn up. And so I want to let everyone know that. Cameroon is down. We won. We defeated Cameroon already. Look, I'm telling you soon. Last time I wanted to put a flag in Bamenda to say Bamenda is liberated, to shame Cameroon. But the leaders say that the time is coming. We should not rush. I want to thank the leaders for that. The flag would have gone up. The flag would have gone up. And the flag will go up. When they want to kill the Bamenda children in the southern area, some of us stood and said, what? Whether the leadership like or not, these are our brothers. These are civilians. We retreat them back to their homes. Look at Bamenda today. When it was boiling down there in Buya, when this thing started, you thought it was the people from Buya fighting? It has shown that Bamenda man is person who want to act. He want to do it. Bamenda person has suffered. They were the one that were abandoned the most. In the southern area, you have the people like Mbela Mokichas, we have people like the Mafani, the Nalova, the Evis Ngolengoles, the Port Tasson, who work for the government. In Bamenda, how many people you have? Nothing. So I want you people to understand there. Look, Let me tell you people, just as they love this guy, when Taphon went and won this fight and put the amber flag on his neck, Francophones and haters of our own struggle they were laughing Taphon and telling Taphon that where is the belt? That where is the belt? That he doesn't have the belt. That he doesn't have the belt. That how can this? It can only be an amber without a belt. Today, Taphon has signed as a UFC champion. UFC champion. UFC star. Taphon has signed a big contract already. A big contract. A big contract. Taphon don't sign up. He don't sign. No be say the one side. He has signed officially as a UFC star. People who love him that wears the belt, he's bringing it home for us. Baby, come on. And so too, those who love my English today, we are not only talking it again in the normal Facebook, it's in TV. My village grammar now is in, my village language, tongue is now in the TV, and you are watching me now. Those who used to love me, that who am I? Today they are watching me and they will complain and they will say, come and watch me here. And sometimes I don't block them because they have to watch me. They can't watch themselves. What do they have that they can watch? They don't even see their face in the mirror. Some of them, they put the mirror on their faces. They will not sleep the whole night. They thought they saw a juju. They come to TV to watch a handsome person. You understand? And so because they want to reach out and they can't reach out to me, they are angry. I understand that. It's called a syndrome. Bad syndrome. So you must watch. Those people, I mean them. You people know. You know them already. You will see somebody like Damba Lion saying, stop talking bad about Eric. So Eric, who created Sako, who embezzled money, Eric later on went and begged the FBI to come and fight Sako and could not even succeed. Eric said he was going to put Sako down in 2 weeks and could not succeed. Pigs. Useless people. And they want change. And they want to be freed. And they cannot embrace truth. Look, I have Bible in the hand. Touch the crucifix, you will fire yourself. Hold the Bible like this, like at the Hulam Tokam. Even some bishop don't come out. Come see Eric, so pray for Eric. Why that bishop not look for me, pray for me? Because he said, this guy, you are making errors. Bishops wrote a letter to Cameroon, telling Cameroon that what you are doing is bad. Cameroon did not listen. Paul Biya went to see the Pope. The Pope gave him a peace plan. He trashed it. Bishops who wrote letters to Cameroon, telling Cameroon, they left from ground zero and went and prayed for Eric Tato. You did not see that something was not going right? Someone will not get empty heads. The same person who created Sako, today you say he's relevant. How will he not create dark? Why you don't go put money for dark now? You don't need to talk now talk. Put money for dark. Now they are talking, Eric is a great. Why you not go put millions again for dark as you will give them for Sako time? If you are really honest, dark should not only be 6,000. Put 50,000 for inside dark. Let me see that. And the people in the southern zone, I want to tell you here, don't think that we in the northern zone are stupid. We're gonna put the flag in the northern zone, Savannah. When we put the flag, that's the end of the southern zone. We will just wipe Cameroon. We will wipe Cameroon plus all these useless people. If you are the family of Port Harcourt, start repenting. Family of Mafani, start repenting. Look, we are using the spirit now. We are no more using normal powers. We are not spiritual level. So all of you people in the southern area who think that you have won a jackpot, when we withdraw out, we will see what you will see. They have come to learn where there are mountains. When they fight in mountainous areas, fight and climb mountains, when they go to lowland, they will just finish you and Cameroon. Watch and see what will happen. We have a strategy. You want me to reveal it? I will not. You will be surprised. In the southern area, it's easy to fight. We even come from the sea. It's difficult to fight in the northern area. But in the southern area, we use the sea to fight. So we are using marine. Air Force, coming from the mountain area is like an Air Force. When you are living from a highland to a lowland, it's the Air Force already. And we have the terrain. Wait and see what will happen. We have the mantle. We have the strategy. When you have the strategy, you win. That's what ADF is known for. Period. Hope you understand. Chapter 2 for Atanganjipo. It's just like some people be the support Chris. I know. So don't do this. Where Yanishi Kode, where be the supporter? Where number day? Where their forces they take over AAC, destroy it. Look, before I want to go for Atanganjipo chapter 2. Some minister for La Republic don't blast Atanganjipo. Woha, when I go year for year. I go show una. The man said not some. The man said get another political party. Said, let me tell you something for you, year. When I 1 year, the one. Fellow brothers and sisters, when I imagine say some person there for this struggle with the crime say so foncha. So foncha. When I imagine some person today for this struggle with the crime say Jingfu Sango. Jingfu Sango and so foncha they be created with when the crime say AAC. Jingfu Sango and so foncha created AAC. And AAC was moving like very well. AAC was not bad. It was trying. It was struggling. From the time they take over AAC, from the time they plotted Yingfu Sango and Sofoncha to take AAC under the interim government, I told Sofoncha and Yingfu Sango is my witness. I told Yingfu Sango, I told them, look, you can go under that Skakuvo, what I call it, IG. Be careful. If you surrender that AAC is the end. Yingfu Sango, Dela, Yingfu Sango is your brother. Ask him if I'm lying. Let him call me bastard and I'll bring the screenshot out. I will bring the screenshot of my advice out in 2018. He didn't listen. They saw money. I think they gave 17,000 to Foncha or how much, or 175,000 or 75,000. They gave some money to him like that, and then you give meat, you catch the dog. You give meat, you catch the chicken. You throw corn, you catch chicken. So as they gave that small money for Foncha say, wow, that 2 million will come to me. Oh, now maybe defense. Then Foncha said they don't give money for this one where come say Bishop Joy Yawa, plenty money, and they know say na he be for defense money for the come for you. So Foncha now the way. The man now the make picture for Ferrari. So Foncha don't go see some Ferrari now make picture for there. So Foncha don't go see some Hummer Jeep make picture. So Foncha don't go see now some Wrangler Jeep make picture. It was dressing by dressing, style by style. Everything was changing. Every day was a new day for Foncha. Ha! I want to say, brother, take you. You give that AC, you don't go. So Foncha carry AC, go give up. Then they discovered that the power was actually in ground zero and not abroad, not in diaspora. And AC was already almost everywhere. What happened? What happened in London when they staged Dr. Cho Ayaba in London? The same thing they did in Tunso Foncha. They decided to lie to Tunso Foncha that Ekema has been arrested, that he should break the news. Look, if you are a former pig and you know this is a reality, if you are a former pig, you know this is a reality. So Foncha went now and break the news. So Foncha went and break the news. Foncha went stupidly and break the news. And when Foncha was breaking the news, he insulted everyone, insulted Dr. Cho Ayaba, saying that he break the news for Sokadev, or he was breaking for what? Saying that he's now they know who command ground zero. We will know now who command ground zero. We will know. Not anything like ADF, not anything like Dr. Cho Ayaba. He was up. Ha! I say, even if you don't get Ekema down, even if you don't arrest Ekema, but now so you go take and talk for your other brother, may I be one man commando that time. Now why that we assassinate Dr. Cho Ayaba saying this man is a good man? Because when you see other people fighting so another person, you know, for Jesus Christ, plenty people gather fight Jesus Christ now. All the king chiefs, they fight him. You see him? Now why that way no say Jesus being a good person? So you see for this struggle, why all these people go hold midnight meeting now only for wipe Dr. Cho Ayaba? They know they hold any midnight meeting for white Port Beer. They never ever hold any midnight meeting for white Port Beer. They go hold midnight meeting for NADF, for kill ADF, or for kill Dr. Cho Ayaba, or for stage Dr. Cho Ayaba in London. They also hold meetings to impeach Seseko Ayoktabi. How can people be fighting their own soul? We don't understand. So Ofonja did not know that he was staged. By the time Ofonja knew he was staged, he had already resigned. If Ofonja knew it was a stage, he could have not resigned from AAC because he founded it. So they caused him to say, listen, we are going to give you a good post as a Minister of Defense. But now that people are now angry that you lied, that you arrested Ekema, come and apologize and then resign, and then you will later become the Minister of Defense. Now, in so now come apologize now. Say somebody resembled Ekema, it was not Ekema, he apologized, and the apology was not okay. Then the people, we made the problem because he was fighting to Tetu Ayaba. We took the apology and rubbish it and said, this is nonsense, rubbish. He came for the second time and apologized again. That was the end of Nsofoncha. Today he is a black leg. Created by who? Created by Sako and the team. Now, why am I saying this? The same people who took AAC and destroyed. The same people who took the interim government from Seseko and destroyed. The same people who tried to destroy ADF all means. The same people who threw corn, caught Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, destroy Akwanga, destroy the Sokadev. Have you ever heard Sokadev anymore? The same people are now running behind AMF. Look, I know the sabotage. Amazonian people want to go see what it happen. The same people are now behind AMF. The same people who killed General Ivan Ba because he went to AMF and not to AAC. The same people who killed General Ivan Ba because he endorsed AMF and not AAC. The same activists and the same people who celebrated the killing of General Divine of AMF. When General Divine of AMF was killed, Mark Barretta and Eric Tato justified that he merited to have been killed, that he has terrorized a lot of people instead of rehabilitating him. That La Republic of cash Amber take him for DDR Center. You cash General Divine, just kill him, not kill him. On the face of the people, what do you think people can judge and say? I'm not going to talk more because I know say when I talk small, my country people will just come cut this part, go use up. So I go end for this part. No, I understand. So the same people when they kill General Divine of AMF because he know they under AAC, kill General Ivo because he endorsed AMF, no endorse AAC. The same people are now championing AMF. I not be against the 6,000 in pledges where they pledge for AMF. I not be against the 2,500 where they don't give them cash to give to AMF in their website. Good thing. The same people that collected my trip to Buya that ended finally abroad in people's pocket. Silas Atefo was the journalist to ACBC when Sako was there, who didn't give us a chance to talk, who didn't want to broadcast our voices. Silas Atefo was one who championed my trip to Buya too as an anchor. He was still the same person too who let in the face, in his presence, how Sako used ACBC to create Alphabet Libya Lem TV with Chris Ano. That has destabilized the struggle. And he himself is fighting against him now. But he was the one who anchored the same Chris Ano. In his nostrils, those things were happening. The same Salah attack for today. Who were those who were preaching for AAC? Today they are standing and saying that after the dark, that Silas Atefo himself endorsed. Brother, you are not a wrong person though. I just want to put you on a hot seat. Silas Atefo, I love you, brother. But you need to choose. You need to be focused in life. Don't be like a prostitute all over. The same dark when you come endorse them, say na national army for ground zero. You yourself, you the endorse say national army. Today you yourself don't cut cafe where the national army day for somebody's neck in Maryland. Today Silas Atefo with a lot of shame and Don Pacho with a lot of shame, they are now championing AMF. Finally, after trying to create, they couldn't. After kidnapping from Foncha and using, they couldn't maintain. Trying to destroy ADF, they couldn't win. Trying to create a new thing called National Army without forgetting that if anyone is in ground zero and they are not fighting, they are not a fighter. And if they are a fighter, they belong already to another group. Just like AAC, they try to snatch the ADF and couldn't win. They finally took Bebe and Tiger and killed them. The same thing they thought that National Army could have soldiers. From where? Are you going to bring them from Niger Delta? Are you going to bring them from Kigali? Where are you going to bring them from? When in Ground Zero, any man in Ground Zero like me who is not fighting is not a fighter. And anyone in Ground Zero like me that's a fighter belong already to a group. How do you think you could create the National Army that is fresh? That's why some of us told ADF and the Vanguard, please don't talk about that. It's useless. Concentrate in ADF. That's it. I know it's a failed thing. I'm a politician. I study politics. I know what politics is. What it's all about. Sociology. What is sociology? The day-to-day life of a society. A day-to-day life. The politics and happening. The sociology that is about the socio-cultural and socio-political and economic activities that are going on in a society. Sociology. Politics is all about sociology. Society and the people. Sociology. Society and the people. That's all about politics. We are all part and parcel of politics. In one way or the other, we are part of politics. And if you don't do politics, politics will do you. Some of us in ADF had to stand up as the politician to stop this nonsense, because when we say we are not politicians, they kill our boys on Ground Zero. Some people like me had to come on board and destabilize all those things using political path. I call it political path that I create myself. I have the mantra. You fall on it. I hold your life. There's no way you can run. Your test is in my hand. You are doing things thinking that you are doing for yourself. I'm controlling you. Just like those who created Sako are fighting Sako today. They are working for me, whether you like it or not. Cameroon is working for Amazonia today. Atanga Nipo and the rest are working for Amazonia today, indirectly without knowing. And so my worry is the same people who were killing AMF general for not going to AAC are the same people now trying to raise funds for AAC. The same people who raised funds for AAC and the money did not arrive Ground Zero. What tells you that when somebody raises money abroad, it will go to Ground Zero? Raising money is not a problem. Anyone can raise. In fact, I can raise money more than these people sometimes. Just that I am a man of higher buhaha. You understand? My reputation. I'm a man of higher buhaha. And I want to always raise money only through the institution. I don't want to raise money personally, because my charity is always me. I donate for my charity myself. And so when I want to raise money, I want it to go through the institution. Either it's through the Mandelas or through the reputable leadership. Do you understand? That's how I always want to. It's institution, sense of belonging. We must belong. We must have submission. Some of us can do and undo, but we don't want to use those powers to do. If I say I want to raise money here, I'll kick them online at the column. People could donate. Sometime for Mandela, when I say I don't raise money online for Mandelas, where every man get pen, they write a pen and book. So I hope that you people understand that. Very soon, in 2020, 2021, if you're there for Southern Zone for Pacific, and you are against Amber, dig your coffin. Everything has been, the strategy is in place. You think that we will fight and win Bamenda and leave Savannah, Pacific? You are mad. You are mad. You are mad. Those who want to destabilize Amazonia will understand that it's Cameroon that will be destabilized. 2021, Pacific State will hot. 1st October, we will show you people the small way we don't get. When we say, so fako like that, you don't know. You understand, you will understand. You understand. You will understand. And so some of you that are happy, the Atlantic states, some of you that are happy, wait and see what will happen in the Atlantic states. Wait and see what will happen. 2020. 1st October, you will see what you will see. And so in 2020, 2021, you will see and understand that we are focused. Once we free this area, make it secured, put defense there, we move to this area, we will free it. As we are freeing and going, we are putting the flag, we are putting the defense mechanism. La Republic will now take the military to secure La Republic, because Kamto is now working indirectly for us as God has come, like a thief in the night. Think about this. If you fight Kamto and CBDM is fighting against Kamto, then you are CBDM. Indirectly. If CBDM is fighting against Kamto and you are also fighting against Kamto, you are CPDM. So today, I don't know who among you want to be CPDM? Sometimes you have to think before you say something, because whatever you say can be used against you. Everyone should think. Think before you say something, because everything you say can be used against you. Use counterfactuals. Counterfactuals are good. If CPDM defy Kamto for public, and people know for public say CPDM defy Kamto, and even if na intelligence, for way for deliver and way, see say na send way, you know for use powerful way for deliver that. The population know, francophones know that CPDM is against Kamto. Then they want to see Amber. When a CPDM don't make way for this pen where we get today, you go to fight against Kamto again. Ah, my people. You know the system God don't they come. When Kamto go one protest for Yaoundé, for La Republique, for Douala, they want destabilize military. Make the military go there. They go come take military for Amazonia now. If military for Amazonia reduce, what happened to Amber Boys when Amber Boys will come now and occupy the city? The takeover has worked. Do you want me to say this to you? That's why some people are crying and making sure that takeover don't take place. But very soon, Cameroon will even forget about them. Like Cameroon has forgotten about Dr. Good Success Nkongo. Cameroon has forgotten about Dr. Nicolas Santos Ngu. Forgot about Yannick Chikot. Cameroon has forgotten about the Nambere who is now dying. Forgot about. Oh, we will go for chapter 2. Chapter 2. Atanganji Paul has been crushed by a Cameroon minister. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Atanganji Paul exposed. Chapter 2. This one is very short. It's only 1 minute. When I hear this one.
Lui qui est considéré comme l'homme fort du gouvernement de Yaoundé, le président du MDI, Diokam Tchameni, à ce propos, n'y est pas allé de main.
Nchofo has said that.
Moi, j'ai toujours trouvé que Paul Atanganji est un irresponsable.
That he has always said that Paul Atanganji was an irresponsible person.
Comme un homme du quartier.
That he speak like a quarterman. Il parle comme un homme de quartier. Moi, j'ai trouvé que Atanganji Paul était un homme irresponsable. That he always said that Atanganji Paul was an irresponsible man. And il parle comme un homme de quartier. That Atanganji Paul speak like a quarterman.
Il n'est pas à la hauteur de ses tâches de ministre.
That he doesn't even have the mantra. He don't even have the what it takes to be called the Minister of Territorial Administration.
Territorial, on ne parle pas comme ça. Parce qu'il ne faut pas qu'il croie que si les Camerounais ne font pas certaines choses, c'est parce qu'ils ont peur de lui.
That Paul Atanganji, who speak not like a Minister of Territorial Administration, for which we think he is, that he should not think that when Cameroonians are quiet, it doesn't mean that they don't have the power to do and undo.
Puis il est qui? Personne n'a peur de lui.
That who is Atanganji Paul? Il est qui? Personne a peur de lui. That Atanganji Paul is who? That nobody is afraid of him.
C'est parce que les gens choisissent de ne pas utiliser certaines méthodes. C'est-à-dire que quand on fait le choix de la paix, c'est pas parce qu'on a peur.
That Atanganji Paul should understand that some people have choose to use certain words to bring peace. And when people choose to use certain methods to bring peace, it doesn't mean people don't get power. And it doesn't mean people cannot use also other methods. That Atanganji Paul should be very careful and should know that.
D'ailleurs, en 4 ans, ils ont montré leur incapacité à faire face à des petits-enfants.
Can you see this? That Atanganji Paul has shown his incapacity.
Qui ont des fusils de chasse. Donc, qu'ils n'énervent pas des Camerounais comme nous. Parce que si nous, on entre dans la guerre, ça ne sert pas avec le fusil de chasse. Donc, il dit à Atanganji qu'il fasse attention.
Lui qui est considéré comme l'homme.
Parce que si les Camerounais qu'on nous prend, ce sera pour prendre la guerre, ce sera faux. That Atanganji Paul should understand that Cameroonians like them can pick up arms, and if they take arms, it would not be easy. And that Atanganji Paul should be very careful. Remember, about 3 years ago, it was a mental woman, a mad woman in Bamenda, who said Atanganji Paul is a big fool. Do you remember that revelation? Where a woman who has a mental problem, said Atanganji Paul is a fool. Today, yesterday I was live and somebody said that is there a technical fault? There's no technical fault, please. Atanganji Paul says that somebody says that Cameroon is a big compound, not a country. Well, the last but not the least for today. The last but not the least, I will show when I wait to where Cardinal Christian to me think about Cameroon. When I don't see what where Cardinal Christian to me think about Cameroon, then we are going to another phase, which is Cameroon military. A Cameroon military man has called Cameroon military to support Cameroonians to protest against Paul Biya. Now, before I go for there, we will see what way Cardinal Christian to me in the talk. Cardinal to me. Where Cardinal to me there? Make I go for Cardinal to me. Before I want to go for Cardinal to me, make I show one a small thing. I think that we should, well, let us listen from this Naja pastor. Then we will come for Cardinal Christian to me, where I want to download them.
Be Jezebel in your husband's business. You coming like this, everybody knows she's coming. You are the lion of the tribe of everywhere. People greet you, you can't bend. You're so proud, you're so cocky. Even God tiptoes around you. Because you traveled abroad. Where did you go? Cameroon. It's abroad. Don't be a Jezebel in your husband's business. You coming like this, everybody knows she's coming. You are the lion of the tribe of everywhere. People greet you, you can't bend. You're so proud, you're so cocky. Even God tiptoes around you. Because you traveled abroad. Where did you go? Cameroon. It's abroad. Don't be a Jezebel in your husband's business. You coming like this, everybody knows she's coming. You are the lion of the tribe of everywhere. People greet you, you can't bend. You're so proud, you're so cocky. Even God tiptoes around you. Because you traveled abroad. Where did you go? Cameroon. It's abroad. Don't be a Jezebel in your husband's business. You coming like this, everybody knows she's coming. You are the lion of the tribe of everywhere. People greet you, you can't bend. You're so proud, you're so cocky. Even God tiptoes around you. Because you traveled abroad. Where did you go? Cameroon. It's abroad.
There's a problem.
No, the form of the state.
The form of the state. You know, in our questionnaire to Anglophones, we try to influence the Anglophone opinion, but we did not succeed. Therefore, it shows how deep the problem is.
When you say you tried to influence,
we tried to influence.
How?
Good question. When we said, what form of government do you think can solve this problem? Federation, for example. Decentralization, as we are trying to live it now. I think just about 4 or 5 people reacted out of 1,000. 69% of Anglophones said absolute, the word they used, many used was absolute separation. That is to say, cessation. What? Who was taken aback.
secession was not on the questionnaire. You had
No.
federalism and
No.
decentralization.
Yes.
And they ignored the two.
But then we said, have you any other proposition to make? We left it open. Have you other proposition? But many said in the questionnaire, acting on outside the questionnaire, said we should have proposed also a referendum. They said, no, a referendum is not a form of state, form of government.
And when you look at that reaction, what do you read within the lines? What would you conclude is the stand of?
We drew the conclusion. We drew the conclusion because we have a document now, the causes, the propositions of those who reacted to our questionnaire, about 1,000 people, and then our own, what we think. For those who reacted to our questionnaire, 69% are convinced that if we want to love each other, that is to say, if the Anglophones and Francophones want to live as brothers and sisters, absolute separation on the level of government, that is important.
And that is what sounds like a taboo.
Our position is that everything should be put on the table. There should be no taboo. That's our own position. But not that it is our own, not that we are saying that we should absolute separation, but we say whatever the opinion of some, let us listen to him. But
secession should be on the table of discussion,
yes,
in the national dialogue.
Let them try to convince us. If they convince us, we should take it. If it's convincing. That is why I think personally.
Are you saying that if the people who are standing for secession convincingly present their point of view, President Paul Biya should accept to separate Cameroon?
Of course.
Is it feasible?
It's possible, since it is human. It's not the law of God. We were not that. We were separate. Were we not? We were.
Do you think that separation is going to solve this problem? Personally, do you think that separation can solve this problem?
Of course, there's a problem.
Now, the form of the state.
The form of the state.
I don't concur with what Pa Cardinal is saying, but this is wisdom. Remember, again, I have said in this struggle, we need to have wisdom to understand certain things. I have told Amazonians, don't fight Bala. Don't fight this person. These are people who talk and tear the God. They use, look, when you want to, there are people in this life where if you ask them to catch fish, the first thing that comes to their mind is the net. There are some people that if you ask them to catch a fish, the first thing that comes to their mind, majority of people, is the net. You throw away net, you catch. And then some people, if they don't think about the net, the hook, throw the net, the hook, and catch the fish. But to smart people, if somebody have to tell you about how to catch a fish, as a smart man, I will say, but if this nearly every person, nearly all people know that if you use a net, you catch a fish. And people know that if you don't use a net, you use a hook. Why would somebody be asking me how to catch a fish? For me, this is the question I'm asking. That means that he's tried a net and a hook and cannot get it. For me, I'm trying but the complex way to catch a fish. If you ask me how to catch a fish, I will not be thinking that you don't know that they can use a hook and a net to catch a fish. And so for me, I would prefer, and then I would say, use chemicals. Go and put chemical in that water and all the fish will die. Simple. Or I would say, do you want to eat the fish or you just want to catch and kill? You say you want to eat the fish too. I say, go and drain water from the fish pond and you have the fish. Drain water from the fish pond and you have the fish. Or take a small fish poison where there are some certain things that kill the fish but cannot destroy human. Catch the fish with the chemicals. Simple. Because I can't believe that somebody don't know that they can catch a fish. Because I know that everyone know that they can catch a fish with a hook and a net. And so when you ask me how to catch a fish, I'm not gonna say hook and net because it's rhetorical. I'm gonna talk about ways that are different from the hook and the net. Cardinal Christian to me is telling you here, bring them on the table so that they can tell you, and if they say cessation, let them go. Bala has been talking the same. Why Amazonian people keep fighting people who are wisdom fighters? For a war like independence, don't fight wisdom fighters. Has Bala collected money and eaten? No. You go leave thief, go to fight Bala, we never collect money and eat. Has Cardinal Christian to me collect 2 million and eat? No. You leave thief, you go to fight people who don't collect money for it. What did Christian to me? Has you ever seen Cardinal Christian to me fight against Dr. Chua Yaba? No. Why it go be enemy for we? Has he ever fight against ADF? No. Why it go be enemy for we? Has Bala ever fought against ADF? No. Why Bala could be a problem? Amazonian people now need to understand war. The only problem in Amazonia is that they don't know what is war. They don't know how to fight a revolution. You want to create multiple enemies, but you want to fight an enemy that's giant. You cannot win a big enemy if you keep creating small enemies and adding to you. You must learn to love people and take it on your side. Come on, my people. If you don't stop creating enemies in a war, you will not arrive. Jump and pass. Tapang Ivo says something which I thought was right. I don't know if he actually understands the jump and pass, because sometimes also generally you come back and you are fighting Kamto. You leave your own. You don't create ADF where the work fine. Talk about what ADF has on the table. Talk about the strategy, what they have, how ADF is planned to do. Talk about Dr. Cho Ayaba. Forget about the Kamto. God is acting for us. Why will you create enemies upon enemies when you have not even defeated the first enemy we have? Ignore the rest. Let us go. We don't have time. Don't create enemies. Don't fight the ballast. Don't have time. If he doesn't fight you, why are you fighting it? Question where they ever ask, if person not rape my wife, not rape my sister, not rape my mother, why I go call the person rapist? Question. If person never yet rape your brother or your sister or your auntie or your cousin, why you go call the person rapist? Has they fought against independence? No. Have you seen? They even say publicly they try to manipulate Anglophones and discover that they were already out only for separation. Is it not a revelation? Amazonian people need to clap hands when you hear holy people saying this, and these are people whose voice even go deeper than our leaders sometimes. These are people who say they have conducted a Veritas. You know Veritas? Veritas is like the Catholic Church Humanitarian Commission. They have conducted a census and they discovered that more than 69% Amazonian people want nothing but absolute independence. Any Amazonian will get hurt, you go first thank God for that revelation. They have tried to manipulate Amazonian with public opinion and find out that it did not work. That's why the AGC failed. We need to clap hands for that. Appreciate when people talk for you so that they can talk more. But when people talk for you small and you just hate them again, how can they even come back? Let us watch out our tongues. Now, this one where I want to talk before I go for military. I want me with Cameroon military don't cry, say don't bad. Make all man come for street. Say military there with protesters. If you talk, say that thing then are against Amber, then you have failed. Oh, God is acting for us the way I use my brain at this year. Everyone's opinion count. But now I don't want us to create multiple enemies. I want us to focus. Create alliances everywhere. The time when a revolutionary leadership will be able to enter La Republique and indirectly or directly, electronically, and drain the Ministry of Finance and equip Amber soldier, that will be when you will know we have the highest. You understand what I'm talking about? There's coming a time where the leadership need to know how to electronically use all technical knowledge to enter La Republic and drain our resources back in money, in millions. It's something which I can do, but I need just people who understand the revolution to collaborate. You fight a war, but people want only holy mass boys. Where on earth have you seen mass boy fighting war? God has given you all these guys where they do yahoo. You know say an asset for independence. No be say I say you understand. I don't talk. I talk. You can turn everything to good for the independence. Instead to work and drain La Republic finance ministry. When I want make a talk for my mouth for public. Go drain La Republic ministry of finance. Bring the money. People do they. And when you get opportunity, people know, may I just leave the one for you. So, fellow brothers and sisters, we have to be wise. Have to be wise. Some people, they when game, if we don't do them, they start to do bad things them for their community. Turn them into assets. Let them be generous and fight against the enemy. You want mass boy to fight. Mass boys have come. Carry basket by basket. Become pastors. Thieves. Now you have discovered that revolution is not fought by holy people. If you have made good use of those who are people, of your soldiers on the ground, they went and killed General Divine, and you thank God for killing General Divine. Today you come to General Divine's AMF and you want to be a leader. What a coup d'etat. If you kill General Divine from his AMF and you come now to be a leader of AMF, are you not? Is that not a coup d'etat? Well, fellow Amazonians, we will not lose hope. We will not lose focus. Sorry, we will not lose focus. Stay focused. One enemy will get. Build alliances as much as you can. Be very inclusive. Stop being exclusive. Expand. Expand yourself. Show love to everyone. Now, Cameroon military don't cry. No, we hear the one. And they bring them out. Cameroon military cries. They don't bad for Cameroon. Cameroon army cries. Una listen, una share them, una invite them.
Peuple camerounais, l'armée vous parle. Votre armée vous parle.
Fellow Cameroonians, your army is talking to you.
Un militaire de l'armée camerounaise vous parle.
Cameroon military is talking.
Nous sommes aujourd'hui le 13 septembre.
We are here today, the 13th of September
2020.
2020.
Ce message vous est adressé
This message is addressed to you
en prélude de la marche du 22 septembre.
for the occasion. This address is for you on the occasion of the 22nd of September march.
Oui, de la marche qui va se passer la semaine prochaine.
For the march that will be coming next week.
En tant que militaire, je viens vous apporter
In the place of a military, I bring you the
mon
following.
soutien. Je vous apporte mon soutien. Je vous apporte le soutien
I give my support to you. As a military, I give my support to you.
beaucoup de mes camarades qui n'ont pas de parole. Peuple camerounais,
I stand here as a military to represent a lot of my friends that are military people that don't have the voice to speak.
voici mon conseil pour vous, pour la marche qui s'approche.
I give all my blessings for the march that is coming up.
Sortez en masse.
Everyone should go out.
Sortez en masse, en milliers.
Everyone should go out in crowd, in millions,
10, 20 000, 30 000,
in 10 millions, in 20 millions, in 30 millions.
40 000, 50 000. Oui, c'est l'effet de masse qui va vous permettre de renverser la tendance Ne cassez pas.
Go out all in millions. Go out in 10s, 20s, 30s, and 50 millions. Go out. Do not destroy.
Ne brûlez pas. Ne vandalisez pas.
Do not burn anything. Do not steal anything.
L'armée est avec vous.
The army is with you all.
Nous, ici dans les casernes, ça ne va pas non plus, ça ne va pas. Certains d'entre nous ont reçu des ordres.
That also inside us in the military, it is not going. Ça ne va pas, ça ne va pas. It is not going. Just like you, the civilians. Also inside the military, it is not going. It is not going.
Certains d'entre nous ont reçu des ordres de tirer. Et ils ont dit, cette fois, nous, on ne peut pas continuer.
Some of the military men among us have received orders to kill the civilians during the march past. But we have said we will not do that again anymore.
Tirer sur nos frères de cette façon. Sachez-le. Sachez-le. Nous, les militaires aussi, on en a marre.
That the military has said they will not kill the civilians, they will not do it anymore. Because inside the military, it is not going to. That it is bad.
Nous en avons marre. C'est une poignée de quelques individus.
That the military is also suffering. That the military is suffering. And that suffering is a sword. Poignée, poignardé. Poignardé. Poignée is from the verb poignardé, which means to choke somebody with a knife like this from the neck, like choke. That the military is also suffering. And it's because of the activities of certain people, those in the government.
Quelques individus qui donnent l'impression qu'ils ont le pouvoir. Non.
That the military is suffering, just like the civilians, because of some people who are in the government who think that they have power. Because of some people who think that they have power, but
Ils n'ont pas le pouvoir.
they don't have power. But they don't have power.
Ils n'ont pas le pouvoir. Le pouvoir appartient au peuple.
That they don't have power. They don't have power. The power belongs to the people.
Le pouvoir vous appartient. Camerounais du Nord.
That the power,
Camerounais.
that the power belongs to the people, not to certain individuals. The Cameroon of North, the Cameroon,
Sud.
the Cameroon of South, the Cameroon of Center,
De l'Est, de l'Ouest, du Centre.
the Cameroon of West, the Cameroon of Central, the Cameroon of North.
C'est le moment à jamais. C'est le moment à jamais.
This is the time or never. It is now or never. It is now or never. This is the moment. It is now or never.
Qu'ensemble, les civils et les militaires,
That together, civilians and military,
sauf le pays de l'abîme. Vous autres,
that it is now or never that the military and the civilians need to stand together as one.
qui avez des frères et des sœurs dans cette armée que je sers, rapprochez-vous de vos frères. Parlez à vos frères militaires, à vos frères gendarmes.
That it is time for everyone to speak to all, each and everyone in the military. Talk to your brothers and sisters in the military.
À vos frères policiers. Ils vous diront
Talk to the police and the B and tell them this.
la même chose que je suis en train de vous dire. Nous aussi, nous en avons marre.
And tell them what he is saying, that they are also suffering. That they are also suffering as military people.
L'armée en a marre. Nous servons le peuple.
That army is so bad, very, very bad. And army serve the people. But army is also suffering.
Nous ne servons pas des individus.
That the army does not serve the individuals. The army serve the people. Please, una share them, please. Everyone touch the love button, una share them.
Nous servons le pays. Nous ne servons pas des individus.
That they are serving the people. That they are serving the country. That they are not serving the individuals.
Quand j'ai accepté de prendre cette tenue et de porter, quand j'ai accepté que je peux donner ma vie pour ce pays, c'est pour protéger mon pays. Ce n'est pas pour protéger une poignée de cancres.
That when he accepted to carry Cameroon military uniform, it was not to serve some individuals, but was to serve his country. It was not to kill, to starve the civilians, but to stand and protect the civilians.
Ces petits cancres, je les appelle des cancres, car bientôt,
that this is the work of gangsters. That this is the work of gangsters. And very soon,
ils n'auront plus où aller.
and very soon they will not have where to hide. That is the work of gangsters. And very soon they will not have where to hide.
Le pouvoir vous appartient, peuple camerounais.
That the power is to rule the Cameroonians.
Ben Skinner, Bayam Selam.
Ben Sikins, the power is to you Cameroonians. Ben Sikins, Bayam Selams.
Sortez en masse. Je l'ai dit plusieurs fois.
Go out in numbers. Bayam Selam, taxi. Go out in numbers.
Fait de masse, c'est ça.
I tell you again, for the umpteenth time, I tell you again, go out for the umpteenth time, go out in numbers, go out in masses.
Qui va vous permettre de renverser la tendance. Sortez en masse. Ne restez pas chez vous. Et vous dites, oui, je reste d'abord chez moi et je vois comment ça va se passer.
That go out in numbers. Don't say that you will wait in your house to see how it will happen before you go out. Just go out in the masses. Why you go out in the masses? Listen to him.
Non, 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 non. Le 22 septembre, ceux de Yaoundé, vous savez où vous devez vous trouver. La poste centrale, l'avenue Kennedy, doit être remplie.
That go out in masses 22nd. Go out to Yaoundé Central Post, Avenue Kennedy. Go out in the masses. Why in the masses?
Rempli à craquer. Et vous allez vous diriger vers la destination. Oui, cette marche
That they should go out in masses and the military will direct them to the destination.
peut prendre 1 à 2, 3 heures, 4 heures, mais ça va donner. Ça va porter des fruits.
That after 3 hours, 4 hours, they will have the result.
Camerounais, c'est un militaire qui vous parle.
Cameroonians, that this is your military talking to you.
Un homme en tenue. Un homme de caserne. L'armée en a marre.
That this is a military man in uniform, that they are suffering.
Comptez sur nous. Nous comptons aussi sur vous.
That the army count on the people, because the people also should, that the people should count on the army, because the army also count on the people.
Chacun doit compter sur l'autre.
That anyone need to count on another one. The people should count on the military and the military should count on the people. Everyone should count on each and everybody.
C'est comme ça qu'ensemble, nous allons libérer notre Cameroun.
That in together they will liberate Cameroon from Port Biya.
Nous allons libérer notre cher et beau pays. Un pays immensement riche. Immensement riche. Mais cette richesse, elle semble appartenir à une poignée de petits cancres, de petits profiteurs, qui croient que le pouvoir leur appartient.
That because there are some gangsters, some few gangsters in Cameroon who think that the power belongs to them, the resources belong to them. That if the military stand with the people and the people stand with the military, they will take over Cameroon from those small gangsters. And the people will have the power.
Le pouvoir ne leur appartient pas. Le pouvoir appartient au peuple. L'armée
That the people should not forget the power belongs to the people and the power does not belong to the military.
est avec vous.
And the power does not belong to the few gangsters. That the army is with the people.
Sortez en masse, je le dis, en milliers, en milliers.
Come out in masses. Come out in millions. I tell you again, come out in millions. Why in millions?
Ne cassez pas, ne vandalisez pas, ne brûlez pas. Faites une marche pacifique.
Come out in numbers and do a peaceful pass. Do not burn. Do not destroy. Do not steal. Come out in masses.
Nos frères du Mali ont montré, nous les militaires, nous autres ici dans les casernes,
that the Malian brothers have shown and proven that that is how you fight and stand with the people and not with few gangsters. That they have learned from the Malian military that they can do a coup d'etat. And they should go out in marches and march for 3 hours to 4 hours and they will see the result.
nous qui sommes en train de grogner, nous attendons juste que vous sortez, vous commencez. Alors,
that the army is waiting for the people to come out, and when the people will come out, they will see the army on their side.
vous allez voir la suite. Camerounais, peuple camerounais, peu n'importe votre région d'origine, peu n'importe votre appartenance politique, religieuse, c'est le moment à jamais pour tous les Camerounais de s'unir et de faire partie de cette vieille dictature. Vous ne sortez pas pour Maurice Kamto. Vous ne sortez même pas pour vous. Vous sortez pour l'intérêt supérieur de la nation.
That this is the time now or never, that the moment has arrived that Cameroonians should come out. They should come out not for Paul Biya, not that they should come out to drive Paul Biya. That they are not coming out for Maurice Kamto. That they should not even come out for Maurice Kamto. They should come out not even for themselves. They should come out for Cameroon. Foreign news.
Vous sortez pour les générations à venir. Vous sortez pour vos enfants. Camerounais, écoutez.
Come out not for Maurice Kamto. Don't come out for yourself. Come out for your children, for your generation to generation. Cameroonians.
Moi, l'ont maintenu. Les prisons du Cameroun ne peuvent pas contenir toute la population camerounaise.
That if people come out in masses, Cameroon prison cannot catch millions of people. That there's no way.
La prison de Kondengui à elle seule est pleine.
That Kondengui prison is already full. They should not be afraid. That when they come out in Yaoundé, Avenue Kennedy, that they should not be afraid. In Post Central, in Avenue Kennedy, because even Kondengui prison is already full.
La prison de Fou est pleine. Elles sont toutes pleines, ces prisons. Il n'y a plus d'espace. Sortez en masse, aidez-nous à vous aider.
That the people should come out in masses and help the military, and the military will help them too.
Le Camerounais, aidez-nous à vous aider.
That the prisons are already full. Kondengui is already full. That there's no more space. They should not be afraid.
Aidez-nous à vous aider. Je vous remercie.
Help us, and we help you. I thank you so much. Thank you. Now, fellow Amazonians, as they wait, say when they don't catch Amazonia, put them for prison. Prison they don't full, they will come out. Because say Amazonia don't full all prison, now they will come out for March. Well, we are understanding that they are starting from where we started. We have been saying in Amazonia, it is never too late. As they hold Pobia for down there, Pobia go see say Amazonia, make I just leave and make they go. May I concentrate for Cameroon. Make I tell you something. During the Cold War, how did America win the Cold War? America won the Cold War because America inflicted what they call economic sabotage to the Soviet Union. So why I show you this, I'm not advocating for Cameroon. I don't care, that's foreign news. I wanted to show you this so I can now preach what I'm talking to you now. You understand? The Lord act like a thief in the night. God act indirectly when they don't come out now in masses. And the prisons are full. And the only way for Cameroon to contain them is to make sure that they are not coming out. Cameroon will be forced to take out all the military from Amazonia and put in La Republic. And when that happens, we will put the flag up, because now our own soldiers will come out from the bushes and occupy the streets. This is quid pro quo. You give, you take. In politics, quid pro quo is been highly used. You give, you take. When there is no way for them to rest and the prisons are full, as they think they want to take advantage, Cameroon government will now say, now that the prisons are full, it's good that we take the military back and militarize the street in Francophone area, so they should not come out in the street, because if they come out, Cameroon might divide into 5 places. Who knows? Now, how America won the Cold War? America inflicted economic sabotage to the Soviet Union. When the Soviet Union was already full of economic crisis, people are crying. There's no food to eat. There's no food. A lot of problems. And so there was a lot of problems, and people are already. You may think that I talk like this, I don't read your comments because my eyes are closed. My eyes are closed because I have an eye that is inside me that sees all your comments. Look, that guy, the column said, Lovento, how they call him. Look, you are blocked. Look, do you see this? I see everything that's happening. Maybe some people, I want some people to know, you can give 2,000 comments in my talk show. Let me show you people something. You can give 2,000 comments in my talk show. I block you. Look, can you see this? Do you see this guy? Blocked. Do you see? Blocked. Can you see that? You see? Blocked. Blocked. When you see this thing, is blocked. You can give 1,000 comments in my talk show. I read everything. Everything. I always read. I read all your comments. That's why I'm always talking. Sometimes you don't see my eyes open, because I'm talking and reading everything. I don't write things before I talk. I don't come with a book in a talk show. It's our history. And so it's here. The thing is already here, but my eyes are reading your comments. That's why I've been replying some of you people, and you're wondering. When you ask me that, I'm repeating. I was repeating because I was searching for a video to show you. And so the screen was repeating itself, but I want to bring you a video. I don't have time to continue to stop the video. No, I want to search a video to give you. I know it's repeating. I know it's annoying. I see all your comments, right? So now, when Cameroon will take them all now, America had to inflict pain to the Soviet Union. And when the Soviet Union, the people don't have food to eat, no medical supplies, no hospital equipment, people started suffering. Then people started crying to the government that, oh, they are suffering. And the government know that once you lost your people, the enemy will just finish you. The Soviet Union decided to say, you know what? We are so sorry. We are looking back to the economic situation of our people. And the Soviet Union surrendered. And that's how America became the world power after the Cold War, which is supposedly, some people call it the Third World War. And so when Cameroonese will say Sanivapa and the military comes out with the student, and Cameroon want to contend that the military and their civilians are out now, and Cameroon want them to remain in their homes, Cameroon will prefer to let Amazonia go and demilitarize Amazonia and bring all the military guys to La Republic. Then we won indirectly. Remember that we say, even though we fight with guns and bullets, we are not going to win this thing directly like that. It's going to be indirectly in that way. No one ever won a gun in guns. It's always indirectly. America did not want Soviet Union in gun. Not even a single gun was fired in the Cold War. That's why they call it Cold War. That's why they dismiss it as a Third War. It's not a Third World War. It was Cold War, war of mouth. And so when you fight and the enemy run away, you know you won. So I let all of you people know, don't forget. So we have to fight with tactics, knowing what we are doing, knowing that we are not going to win directly, but indirectly. And so when an indirect way is coming, people, you have to learn indirect ways of doing things. I don't talk some days for years for this talk show say. I don't talk for some people say, there is a shark inside the ocean or inside a fish pond, a big shark, and people are trying to catch that shark with a hook, and the shark is very wise. They can't catch. They use the hook. The shark is even very stronger, swallows the hook plus the stick, even swallow the fisherman. And you ask me to catch that shark, I will laugh with you. I will go and bring my gas bottle and my gas plate beside the fish pond. Before you discover, I don't drain water for that fish pond. I take gas bottle and gas plate. Myself, I go put them for inside the fish pond where the shark eye they open. I thought they caught the tail, they cook them. In fact, I cook the tail, put them for him mouth. You understand? Where the shark see they alive, they see me. You have got to think, use counterfactual in this life. Use common sense. Go pass. Don't think that it's high sense to fight. It's not rocket science. In America, they call it. It's not rocket science. No overthink. Use only small thinking. Not the overthink, go down. No. The enemy has already some kind of thinking like this. You can win the enemy by going low. When they go high, we go low. When they go low, then we go high. But you know Cameroon, no one go low. Cameroon one go na high. So we go low, then we finish them. Do you understand? Cameroon turn army delay to be land army. You see, because we are winning them already bigly and fatly. Please, Biko, we are winning. We are winning. We won. Okay. Now Washington DC time now 2:36 a.m. Chai. When more than 20 hours are not asleep. Oh. Anyways, so now that Cameroon has been defeated, now that Cameroon is finished, I think that it is good that we should clean Bamenda. Let us clean Bamenda now. Cameroon came to clean Bamenda. Let us show Cameroon how to clean Bamenda. You came to clean Bamenda, Abi. They come to clean Bamenda. So Cameroon came to clean Bamenda. Let us clean Bamenda today. Now we don't win, may we celebrate. Cameroon, you came to clean Bamenda. You want to clean Bamenda? Okay, let us clean Bamenda. This Cameroon
clean Bamenda. This Bamenda must clean.
Yeah, that's strong.
I said Bamenda must clean.
Yes,
Bamenda must clean.
yes.
They must clean this town.
Oh, they do am.
This town must clean.
Yes.
I said the biggest.
Yes, pa.
Now what you do? Clean
You never hear say they clean Bamenda. Now Operation Clean Bamenda. They say we collaborate for clean Bamenda. Bamenda must clean.
No tell me.
Get your own reckon to we.
I don't die today.
I said Bamenda must clean. Bamenda go clean. Bamenda must clean. Sweep that side, sweep that side. The Bamenda must clean. Bamenda must clean. They will collaborate. Take Omo, use Omo. Bamenda must clean. They will clean Bamenda. This Bamenda must clean.
Yeah, that's strong.
I said Bamenda must clean.
Yes,
Bamenda must clean.
yes.
They must clean this town.
Oh, they do am.
This town must clean.
I said the biggest.
Yes, pa.
Now what you do? Clean
You never hear say they clean Bamenda. Now Operation Clean Bamenda. They say we collaborate for clean Bamenda. Bamenda must clean.
No tell me.
Get your own reckon to we.
I don't die
I
today.
said Bamenda must clean. Bamenda go clean. Bamenda must clean.
Fellow brothers and sisters, I want to thank you so much. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Have a wonderful time. We see you again tomorrow. We are not giving up. We are back fully. And we're going to talk. Don't give up. Don't give up. I tell you again, do not give up. We are winning bigly and fatly. It is time. It's now or never. Don't look back. God is with us. God has seen our suffering. Don't give up. Look, this is the time of the Lord. We have embraced our hardship. Stand for those who have given their lives. Don't stand for those who are still alive. Please, don't stand for those who are still alive. Stand for those who have given their life. When you fight for blood, then you cannot give up. I want to thank you so much. It's a great pleasure to have all of you people. Please, again, don't forget. Stand for those who have given their life. Stand for the blood. And the blood does not speak. Those who die cannot speak. They cannot discourage you. You will sigh. You will not say, I left this group because some people were. Now Caterpillar go move we for ATF. Now Caterpillar go move we for AGOFC. We will not say we left ADF AGOFC because of some few members. If anyone make pop, we go bring them outside for public. In fact, we are vetting all the official members now. If you understand, when all the official members are under our eye, think about other common members. So this is the work of the vanguard. And when we do it, the result will not even be but behind the scene in the public. So anyone where you dey behind the leader and you think that you can fear Dr. Chuayaba, you are finished. You are finished. Because Atanga Njipo, where they act like say love Cameroon, you see how they kill him. Isa Chiroma when a terrorist, He act like say love Cameroon. When I see the killer, some person Cameroon was same person so go dey for behind to Ayaba. The thing say like, we are going to vet to see if that person exists. If we catch one, when I go see him, we are using the spiritual eyes. We are not even using the normal eyes to do this process. It's spiritual. So if you have been sent by Cameroon, no say very soon Amazonian people will know you. And so when we do our job, we just do our job and put it out in public. We don't care whether somebody say we are destabilizing. Destabilizing? If we were not destabilizing, people could have followed General Ivan Ba. More people could have followed what happened in Bui. But because of the work we do, we make sure that will not happen again. And so when we act, no matter whatever insult people give to us, we don't care. Because we are preserving lives on the grounds. Right, good and fine. So stand for the blood. Stand for those who don't die. And then no one can discourage you from what you are doing. When somebody's alive talking, you understand? Because those who died, they gave their life for us. And so if we cannot defend their blood, when shall we ever defend them? As a Vanguard, I want to thank you, all Vanguards, all Mandelas across the world. God bless you. Thank you so much, fellow Amazonian, for not giving up. Our people on the grounds, Cameroon has used Atanganji Paul boys, inflict to us that they were amber and they were not amber, and yet you did not give up. You rose against Cameroon, because without Cameroon declaring war on amber, they could have never ever been even anything like amber soldier. And so Paul Biya and CPDM and La Republique is the cause of our problem. The only way out now say, Mommy and Papa, we don't cut rope. Amber, don't they you own. La Republique, they you own side will not care. Anything we are showing you today for La Republique, now foreign news. Foreign news. Foreign news. Foreign news. Now foreign news. You understand? Foreign news. Yeah. So, foreign news. Why don't take my snoop? I take my snoop. So I say, Kapachi. Kapachi to have a coupa. Where Pachi cook? Where Pachi cook this job? Where they chop this job with the pear? Where Pachi don't cook? Pachi na pasi Pascaline. They call us say Pachi when they don't take this snuff. They call Pascaline but Pachi. But ka Pachi ka yeah you too ka pasi. He said drink na too. You understand? So I want time when I plenty as we don't the end with some laughter. We are ending with laughter because we are winning bigly and fatly. Nkunkum, big kunkum we don't give up for La Republique. Pokunyam, La Republique kunyam don't receive big kunkum. It atanganji Paul. Big kunkunyam, kunyam la that one don't receive kunkum. Kunkum, big kunkum. So we do Operation Kunkum, kunyam, Operation Kunkum for pigs, kunyam. We don't give up for La Republique. We are winning bigly and fatly. I want to thank people, Capo Daniel, Tapang Ivo. I want to thank all the great people. Lucas Ash, you do job very well. Dr. Cho, very Dikwa, Dr. Larry, Dr. Julius. Yeah, I want to thank una plenty. All the official SJ, una cafe day up. Una UEFA Noxon, wonderful DP. Now, from every twins, there's always an intelligent twins. Whoever Noxon is a twin. He's that intelligent one. You understand? I know we'll talk about the other one, but this one, intelligent, has never supported a pig, has never supported all these embezzlers. So he's one of the most intelligent. I want to thank plenty. God bless Una. Liberation TV also has created a new platform. I want to show you this. This is a good news because Liberation TV has created a new platform, and that new platform, let me see this new platform for Liberation TV. Liberation TV has created a new platform, and this new platform is called Liberation TV. And so, to everyone that has been advising me, I listen to your advice. So you told me, you advised me to take my personal life away from the struggle, and then I decided to solve that problem. I solved the problem because the struggle has only been taking advantage of my personal blocks. You understand? So I took my personal block and I I was using for the struggle. But then our elders have advised me that the better thing is that I should also consider to put my personal life different from the struggle. So I listened to them, and for that reason I created Liberation TV. I created a Liberation TV platform that we only talk about the struggle, nothing about my personal life, only about struggle. So when I would succeed to bring it to the TV, I tried to do it today and it was not coming. When I succeed to do it, Now you'll be following us, but from our Liberation TV. Watch your screen. That is Liberation TV right there. This is the Liberation TV home, Liberation TV channel. Can you see that? I just created it, Liberation TV, like this. That's how it is spelled. Liberation TV _ L small TV. There is also a TV that's called Liberation TV. But if you don't get this one, you don't see them for screen. If you don't get this this LTV, you see this thing _ L small TV. You need to see that one. That is the real Liberation TV. What I'm talking is, you will see it like Liberation TV with this underscore. With this underscore, you will see LTV. This is Liberation TV. This is Liberation TV. That's how it's spelled. Liberation TV with _ LTV, like this. So this is Liberation TV. In fact, today Liberation TV has posted two things. Liberation TV has cautioned Amazonians not to be talking so much about that Camto thing. Let us just forge ahead and talk about what we have on the table. Liberation TV has also shared one of these wonderful, powerful talk show we will do them last day. They don't go very far and very viral. So this Liberation TV here, I think that you are seeing that Liberation TV has come. So only thing here is struggle. Only struggle will be talked in this TV. So you can see here, only about struggle will be seen in this Liberation TV. Only struggle, nothing about my personal life. Only struggle in this Liberation TV. And so I want thank one. Just like YouTube, when I never see now only struggle for YouTube too, the same thing. I want thank one plenty for that one. And I want to thank the elders that advised me, because you spoke, I listened to you, and so we grew. We are getting matured. We are learning. There are certain things that we used to get excited about, we don't get excited anymore. And so that's why only in this, it will only be about the struggle in this Liberation TV. And so Liberation TV also thank the people that advised me about this. And I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you so much for that wonderful standing. Before we go, let us celebrate the big winning where we don't do. Let us celebrate it. Thank God plenty. Let us have a holy song where we can thank God for all these good things where don't happen. Want us to have a holy song, a very nice, juicy, holy song for the wonderful thing where it don't happen. Because when things happen like this, you have to thank God. Me, I believe to thank God. I believe in thanking God when something good happens. I must thank God.
Holy words long preserved for our walk in this world, they resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart, words of life, words of hope. Give us strength, help us go in this world where'er we roam. Ancient words will guide us home. Ancient words ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Holy words of our faith, handed down to this age, come to us through sacrifice. Oh, heed the faithful word of Christ. Holy words long preserved for our walk in this world, they resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Ancient words ever true, changing me and changing you. We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart.
people. Think about the pain, the sorrow, the agony our people are going, and find in your heart to create peace where there is no peace among ourselves. Join us together now that we know who the bad people are and we know who the good people are. Create more alliances together and unity so we can arrive. Thank Una plenty. God bless Una. As we start the talk show, we put our hands on the Bible and pray that God should control our lips. We are ending by thanking God for being with us during this 3 hours and 45 minutes and 10 seconds live talk show. I want to thank you so much. God bless you. The time now is 2:51 a.m. Washington DC time, United States of America. Goodbye and see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.